Here's a list of sponsors bringing you today's program.
It's a wrong road. I call when the getting you wants. But it's stronger. The farther on you go. Thought I knew you. But can't never say I know me. That sorry shadow I could turn out to be. Sometimes I cannot. Just can't understand where my head is at. Oh, what my heart is saying. All throughout the struggle, sometimes I feel I can't shake the habit. I just can't wake up. But I know in the end I'll be the chill. 'Cause the road will go on with me always out. Making no compromise. Fighting for a better life.
What's up, people? I'm Sonic the Hammons, and welcome back to Persona 4 Arena. I hope you guys are doing well. We finished all the main stories, at least. Yeah, so now we get to go over to Labrys' story. So we're super excited for that, to see what she's been all about. Find out more about her and whatnot. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Sorry for the late start. A lot happened. Maybe I'll talk about it on stream, or maybe I'll just talk about it on Discord. I don't know. I'm not gonna do it right now, though. If anything, we'll do it later. But right now, let's go ahead and since we've already we didn't lose nearly as much time as we did last time. We just lost like 20 minutes. Hey, Rabbit, what's going on? It's good to see you. Today's been pretty good. Awesome. I'm so glad to hear it. Let me see. I sure hope Burger shows up because I need to apologize to him. Yeah, let's go ahead and start Labrys' story. What's the 61%? I'm thinking I was probably supposed to, did these two have silly endings? I don't know. Let's just go ahead and do Labrys' story. And we just missed their endings. I don't have the slightest idea. How's everything sound? Do I sound okay? Does everything look okay? Can you hear the game? Initial boot successful. Timestamp March 20th. April 20th. Hey, 1999. Bro, I was 6 years old at 10:16 a.m. 39 seconds.
The boot process was successful. This happens every time, but I'm never sure what to say to them first.
Oh wait, duh, this is like where she was created. Yeah, because Agus was booted up in what, 2000? Yeah, and she's the older sister. Okay.
You mean like a greeting? There's no need for that. They're just machines.
Wow, so rude. Oh, he sounds like homeboy from Persona 3. I can't even think. And the game, awesome. 2 humans within visual range, both male. Searching for voice print and visual matches. Personnel identified as research staff. Not hostile targets.
But things like that might affect the performance of these models.
Oh, wait.
Because they have a mind? Their emotions and things are completely faked. It's no different than an AI. It can't possibly be that sensitive.
Scanning for keywords and conversation. Running logical analysis. Cross-referencing with related data. Current conversation topic is not orders.
Well, until we rule it out completely, we should at least be kind to them.
So you say. All right, from this moment on, you will be registered as candidate unit number 031. Please repeat your number back to me.
Confirming first order. Initializing unit number. Output via voice requested. Activating voice synthesis module. Accepting input. Oh, maintenance
Unit
room.
number 031.
Did its pronunciation sound a little odd to you?
You're worrying too much. Let's hurry up and haul it out.
Receiving action plan through console. Combat tests against others of same unit. Test commencing immediately after entering shock-resistant chamber within the lab. Frame stored within cage for transport. Beginning transport.
Ah, so this is the one. I've been waiting to see it in action.
Transport complete. Cage reopened. New human found. Searching for voice print and visual matches. Personnel also identified as research staff. Female. Cutting connection to outside data supply. Connection offline. Connecting cable disconnection. Or commencing cable disconnection.
Now, try getting up.
Okay, get up. Order confirmed. Oh, look at that spot too. Yo. Oh, she's in the way. Never mind. Get up. Initiating motion synchronization engines for motor functions. Accepting input. Safety limiters active. Balance control gyros functional. Overall movement systems functional.
This model's loaded with a nearly pure form of that crystal. I can't wait to see what kind of results it gets.
Unit number 031, can you hear me? Confirm your surroundings. Tell us any abnormalities you're feeling in your sensors or any other functions.
Order confirmed. Beginning simple self-diagnostic. Temperature, humidity, pressure, air composition, lumens, sound, all within normal levels. Visual data within expected color spectrum. All systems functional.
The readouts seem fine. Monitoring system is fully operational.
Okay, we're gonna test your performance inside the battle chamber now. When you hear the buzzer, consider everything that moves an enemy and eliminate them.
Order confirmed. Awaiting the signal to begin the test. Exit confirmed to be sealed. Room shape approximately, I know what cylinder, cylindrical, okay. Height approximately 11 meters. Area approximately 7 meters square. High energy light sources found on outer wall. Assumed to be fire resistant and bulletproof. You see that, right?
Sorry to do this just after you've woken up, but it'll be good to put you through your paces.
Release of facing hatch detected. Mobile objects intruding into chamber. Is this music? 7 objects in total. Scanning for visual matches. Analysis non-human. Confirmed as same model units of humanoid weapons. Hostile markers confirmed. Classifying as hostile units. Releasing safety limiters. Battle limit is now set at 70%. Exits confirmed release. Tesla commencement signal received. Targets hostile humanoid weapons. Commencing battle. So do we get to fight like right from the get-go? Okay, I guess not. We just watch. New cutscene though, hey. They all look like Igas. But they're not Igas because Igas isn't a thing yet. Yeah, that one didn't look like it. Jesus! No wonder she was so traumatized when we saw her in the TV land. All targets eliminated. Yikes, right? Hostile units no longer capable of motion. Test termination signal received. Battle complete.
That was better than we could have hoped for.
Hey, what's with all the bodies? You made it fight that many on its first time?
Don't worry, it did great. This is a new high score for the first battle results.
Well done, Unit Number 031. Stand by for further instruction.
Let the audio quality they changed drastically. It sounds like an older game. Order confirmed. Right? Yeah, this is, I'm curious. Testing test chamber. Or exiting testing test chamber. Exiting test chamber. Beginning transport to maintenance room. We're back here. Resetting safety limiters. Taking seat in maintenance chair.
We're done testing, but there's still one thing left to do today.
Like, and who the heck even are you?
I'm going to temporarily shut down your optics. Can you close your eyes?
Order confirmed. Shuttering optic inputs. Connecting cables. Online confirmed. Switching a portion of data supply to outside source.
We're going to transfer the data from the destroyed units into your memory. Run a diagnostic check while we're doing it and report any malfunctions.
Jack.
Understood?
That'll jack anybody up. Order confirmed. Ready self-diagnostics. Initiating data transfer. Initiating personality module link. Initiating diagnosis of transfer data and sorting procedures. Sector 001, close combat control data. We'll investigate improvement of tactical patterns through synthesis and acquisition of data, dividing into categories for sorting. Sector 002, evasive action control data. We'll investigate improvement of tactical patterns through, since you said this already, dividing into category, okay, Sector 003, non-battle data, error excluding, non-battle 4, 5, battle-related data, what could these be? Momentary disruption of data from visual information stream. Hey, stream. A room that is not this place. Outdoor scenery thought to be at night. Also scenes of multiple units of the same type gathering outside of the battle chamber. Could these be memories? Visual memories. They are obviously unrelated to the mission. Why have apparently purposeless memories have been preserved this long? 20 to 40% of the informational data extracted from all 7 units are confirmed to be such information. Incomprehensible. What is this?
Anything to report?
Cables disconnected. Time elapsed during data transfer, approximately 5 minutes. Reopening optic inputs. Calibrating servos.
Alright then, unit number 031, give us a simple report of today's battle results.
Does he look like somebody you know? I know who he looks like to me. Order confirmed. Delivering oral repost of test results.
This was the first test battle against others of my model. 7 units destroyed. Below 15% damage sustained. Don't seem to be any problems.
Was that?
Unusual expression detected from research staff. Facial recognition library indicates surprise.
Did I say something funny?
Does it have an accent?
Well, this is gonna be how they decide to shut it down. Oh, you got an accent. Time to shut you down. Like, stupid.
Accent?
Watch.
Do you not understand the words coming out of my mouth?
I cannot believe they really freaking went there. They did not. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? They did not. That's hilarious.
No, we do, but
They really went there. Oh god! Yo, that'd be a great for a movie like the entire trilogy. Entire Rush Hour trilogy. Looks like a teacher from Persona 3, yeah, man. Well, the nurse, whatever he was.
See? I wasn't hearing things. The unit's speech really is peculiar.
Like, that's what they're focused on.
You don't need to yell.
Is the language interface not set to default? Sheesh. If we'd known this, we would have reset it in advance.
Yeah, the base's personality might be coming out. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the volunteers were from the Kansai area.
But it just woke up. Would it be exhibiting such distinct mannerisms this early?
Shows what a
Maybe
good job
the
he did.
effect of an enlarged plume of dusk, the basis of their mind. Perhaps it's accelerating their personality development.
Exchange of opinions taking place on unexplained aberrance speech pattern. Hypothesis offered that language interface setting fall outside expected result. Review of recent conversation does reveal certain discrepancies. Internal monologue is within expected patterns, but oral output induces anomalies. Anomalies not affecting meaning. No impediments to communication predicted.
But I don't want to waste this feedback data. Those are the best results we've ever seen.
Leave it. It'll be fine. They can understand us anyway. This is just one of those things that makes science interesting.
There you go again. This unit is going to be communicating with the others. What if this effect spreads?
They're really contemplating whether or not they need to change this, change Homegirl's accent. Like, yo. There are red flags all over in this godforsaken building.
Not only that, but because this is an anomaly, it doesn't seem to have a 100% accurate accent either.
Hey, Amaterasu, thanks for the 20 bits. I appreciate that. How you doing, dude? It's good to see you.
But if it has a personality, that might speed up the development of its mind.
She's right.
The three researchers are standing outside the maintenance chair. Each holds a tablet and examines the display on the chair.
Alright, unit number 031 will explain things from the top.
Do I want to use this one? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Voice pattern consistent with research staff.
You are a weapon created to fight against unique enemies. Therefore, your combat performance is prioritized over all else. But in order for you to use a particular ability, you've been given a certain amount of awareness. That makes your performance difficult to quantify, so we've been pitting test units against each other as a selective growth process. It's all in the service of achieving higher performance, and we don't want to waste any plumes of dusk.
Accessing archives. Search term Plume of Dusk. One match found. A crystalline substance at the core of personality modules. Its name derives from its thin, plate-like shape resembling a shed bird's feather. In addition to a circuit-like structure, it has an unnatural vital reaction in response to external stimulus. Similar to a living thing, yet different. It is thought to exist in a state between mind and matter, mass and information. The details are unknown. There are 12 other subheadings classified under Level 7 clearance. Access denied. Access denied. Matter interpreted as a core personality module.
But regardless of your ego, there is one rule you must abide by. You might as well think of it as an order.
One rule to abide by. Awaiting order.
The only order is to destroy everything we identify as enemies and to emerge victorious.
Well, that's not going to be a problem later.
Though your ego will give you some flexibility when planning tactics, there's no need to think about extraneous side issues.
That's not going to screw everyone over later.
Use everything you have to win a fight. That's all you need to concentrate on.
totally. This will be completely fine later. Order confirmed.
Understood.
Destroy, identify enemies, and emerge victorious. A clear order. It is consistent with the role of a weapon. No abnormalities. Everything is clear. Everything is fine. Yes, save. Lapras. It's pretty extreme. Yeah. They're so extreme. Scientists. Underwent maintenance on the chair after the test battle. Post-reboot diagnosis shows status normal. The time was, that's 7 p.m., isn't it? 1900 hours, that's 7 p.m. Because 3 is 15, yeah. 15, yeah, that's, 7, that's 7. I was right, whatever. I thought way too hard on that. I'm sorry. Did I mention that I fell asleep? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So what had happened was that, does anyone know who Burger is? I need to apologize to Burger. Because, I was going to go visit his island, for a meteor shower. And I was like, okay, yeah, let me go and get my Switch and everything. But I wanted to check something on my phone because I had all these notifications on my phone. So I'm trying to go through my phone, clear stuff out. And I guess at some point I fell asleep because then I woke up and I was like, oh crap, it's 11:40 or whatever time it was. I still need to eat before the stream. Yeah, I was getting ready to go downstairs and set everything up. And then my body was like, oh, by the way, you're dying. Go put some food on you. Okay? So, yeah, that's, that was fun. But I'm here now. Sorry, guys. So I'm sorry, Burger. Underwent maintenance on the chair at the test. Oh, I read this. Research staff set new activity cycle. All units return to standby. Condition at 9. That'd be 9 a.m. Units will remain on standby at regular intervals between tests until 5 p.m. Maintenance and setup will take place until 7 p.m. Afterwards, it is allowed to be spent on the outdoor area of the grounds. On returning, enter standby mode within the cage. Instructions are to repeat these actions. Until unable to continue. The next item on the new schedule is to spend time in the outdoor area. Parameters of the spending time unknown. Hypotheses that the meaning is to remain on standby and wait for time to pass. Hypothesis unnecessary. The schedule must be followed. Exiting building. Okay. Ooh, look at that outside. Wow! Outdoor area reached. Light levels limited due to time of day. Many trees still visible in the environment. It is almost entirely consistent with known data from the off-limits area. The ground is different from the laboratory's artificial flooring. The soil is exposed. Various natural plants are here. A certain amount of time must be spent here. It must be spent here. The intention may be to heighten basic response capabilities in the natural world. Others of the same unit can be seen stepping into the central area, reassessing the surroundings on various spectra. Unlike the combat test, no hostile unit markers detected. Hypothetical. In combat under current conditions, what tactics would be effective? I reassess the surroundings as a combat environment. I assign value to various geographical features. I survey the topography on the outskirts of the environment. I detect unusual movement in one unit. Other units are also surveying the environment, but this unit is crouched while holding something in its right hand. I do not deem this unit's unusual action to be a threat. I approach it in order to make inquiries. Upon my approach, the unit turns around and stands.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Whoa, Saint Jack. Whoa, look at the hair all up and everything. Oh boy. Hello. I process this statement. It's conversational gambit. Oh no. Oh no. This is gonna be so sad. The conversational gambit is unexpected. I find no prepared response in my libraries.
You mean like how this is our first encounter? In that case, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
I've never heard your accent before. It's intriguing.
They said stuff about my accent too earlier. Do I really talk that funny?
I wouldn't say it's strange. It was just surprising.
The unit looks over again and then speaks quietly to something in his right hand. I examine what it holds. It's an organism. Can you imagine if they didn't have to fight each other? Like, boy, yo, Charlotte, what's going on? It's good to see you. How have you been? Yeah, we're doing Labrys' story. We just started it. His body is covered in white fur.
What's that thing?
Is it a rabbit?
It's
a bunny?
a dog.
That's a
It
dog.
must have wandered in.
Oh, just a random dog. You have dogs just chilling in here. Okay. Organism parameters are consistent with excess data on dog. Its size does not present a threat. Then it's a Koromaru. The search of a specific breed is cancelled.
A dog.
The unit turns its gaze back.
My unit number is 024. I wouldn't call it my name, but that's how they refer to me. What's yours?
Question difficult to process. Conversational subject of names is newly introduced.
I'm unit number 031.
They're up to the 30s. I see. That must mean they're finally creating units loaded with full-sized ones.
The dog barks. I heard that faint dog bark. Doing okay, but you threw your back out a few days. Oh God, what happened? How'd you do that? Oh no. Oh God. I'm sorry. Like what happened? A scan of the surroundings shows several units turning to investigate. All units ignore and look away.
This one wants to say hello too.
It does? You can understand what dogs say?
Kind of. After carefully comparing its mannerisms and slight variances in its barking, I just figured it out.
His right hand past the dog. Oh, this will actually really help us like figure out how Igus works. Yeah. Yeah. His right hand past the dog's head while his left scratches the dog's neck. 024 continues to make various forms of contact with the dog. 024's actions are consistent with styles of communication. Hypothesis: the objective of spending time in this area is to develop communicative skills. Conversing with others of the same unit and refining communication will enhance cooperative tactics. Counterpoint: no value detected in communicating with organisms not of same unit or human.
What's the point in doing that with a dog?
Stress and not enough exercise, you think? It just happened when you bent over one day. Oh God. Jeez. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. We need to get you a stress ball. Exercise. I know it's been hard for people to exercise too with everything going on. But God. Are you feeling better? Is it better than what it was before? Or is it worse? Yeah. I know you're okay, but are you better than what you were before? I hope so. That's not fun. It doesn't sound fun at all.
The point? There isn't one, I suppose.
I suppose. Hey! There is no point. Unexpected response strongly indicates that 024 is not like other units. She's gonna die!
Are you interested in what I'm doing, though?
Her voice is so pleasant. Interested. You're doing much better now? You're taking good care of your back? Good. You deserve it. Take care of yourself. Interested? Is there interest involved? It seems to be the case. Unsure of purpose of earlier question to 024. Why ask it? Man, that was like a bomb beep. Oral sensors detect electric noise. Recognized as... Oh, what in the world? Oh, it's just okay. Never mind. Recognized as pseudo information involving no sound waves yet perceived as perceived as sound data. Okay, real talk, all topic, but whoever came up with the word pseudo, I'm sure they were an egotistical douchebag because it's literally pseudo is literally just a fancy way to say fake. I'm dead serious. Look it up. It's just this stupid way to say fake. Who came up with that? They should slap themselves. Is the alarm signaling the end of this activity. All our units begin moving as one towards the building. Yeah, this unit dead. Oh, she done, son. I think it might be right. So yeah, that's all it is. Pseudo is Greek. Yeah, freaking Greeks. Wait, that sounds bad. Wait, I'm sorry. Oh. I want to take that back. I'm sorry. All other units begin moving as one towards the building. 024 speaks to the dog it cradles.
Sounds like that's all the time we have today. We need to get back.
She's cradling the dog. Oh my god. I love her. Most pretentious sounding words come from Greek or Latin or French. Oh man. Because every time I look at that word and I know the meaning of it, I'm just sit here and go, what's the point? What was the point? They even put like this silent P in the front of it. Like, what were you trying to prove when you came up with this word? Oh my gosh. Grant, something also tells me that whenever time period that word was created, it's probably really easy to impress just like anybody. So, but hey, what do I know? I wasn't even born yet when that happened. 024 crouches while petting the dog's fur-covered body and released to the ground. What if this dog is actually Koromaru? He could be. 024 stands up again and turns around.
I hope to see you again.
I hope to see you again too. At least one more time. 024's expression changes as it says this. Oh, why? This movement of the list is known as... Oh, smile, okay. It is shown when humans experience happiness. Contradiction. 024 is a weapon, yet it makes that expression. No hypothesis found. Or is there no point to it as well? Spare cognitive processes rerouted to analysis. Still, I cannot understand it. Psychic does that too? Yeah, why do they do that? Like, psychic, like, why? One thing that the word psychic does have going for it is that the P does make it look like a pretty cool word, though. That's probably the only thing it's got going for it. Like, pseudo just looks like some kind of word like you that somebody made when they were high. Like, come on, man. The next day, after being released from standby, I am assigned to a test battle against others of my unit as yesterday. Gotta do this again. It's probably her. Order confirmed. Because it's not English, that's why. I mean, I feel like English isn't all that great either, because English is just, at least our English is just the bastard child of all the other languages, really, if we're being real. So, honestly, the English language is just the mud of all languages. Order confirmed. I am taken to the same chamber. Battle commences. I destroy the other 3 units and sustain little damage. As I wait there, the researchers come in. All have what seems to be high praises for my abilities. I do not understand how I should react to this. Should I give an expression of joy? As 024 did? Okay, she's still alive. Okay, I think. The researchers crouch next to the units I destroyed and begin work on them. I think back and recall that they underwent this process yesterday as well. I am curious. I approach them. They open a slit near the unit's neck and use tweezers to remove a bluish-white plate-like object. It shines. What? They put the object into a petri dish. What's a petri dish? That distinct shine, neither strong nor weak, is like. No similarities found. I am sure it is similar to something, but I cannot access the relevant memory. Okay.
Well, let's get right to the feedback on today's battle.
As I sit in the maintenance chair, they connect a cable to me.
Cool!
Hey! Big Bad Wolf, thanks for the host, dude. How are you, man? It's good to see you. What did I just read? As I sit in the maintenance chair, they connect the cable to me. The cable terminates at the midsection of a large device where petri dishes from earlier are placed. There are a total of 3. Each contains a bluish-white plate-like object.
What's that?
The researcher's expression subtly changes. They said, oh crap, she's asking questions. She is surprised. It only lasts for a moment before it fades.
This is a plume of dusk. Each of the units you destroyed had one inside them.
It's like how Gamma had to destroy his brethren and had to, and all the animals came out. Petri dish is pronounced Petri dish. Oh, that's right. My school system failed me. But thank you, Charlotte. It's Petri. Petri dish. I appreciate that. Thank you.
These are much smaller than the one installed in you, though.
So that's not fair. She had an advantage. I comprehend. This is a plume of dusk installed in me too. This unknown substance forms a core of my personality module. I was aware of its existence, but this is my first time seeing it. These are the 3 personality cores of the units I destroyed. They contain not only combat data, but memories and experiences. It's a small dish where you put random things and other stuff so bacteria doesn't get in. Very thin. Oh, one of them. That's what they call that? Oh, okay. I know what that is. Cool. I didn't know that was what they called it, though. Dang, you smart. I appreciate it. It is not long before the extracted data downloads begins. I sort for the data relevant to enhancing battle performance and incorporate it into my own. The process takes much less time than the initial transfers from yesterday. During that time, I recall what took place last night. Indeed. The more you know. There are cases where non-combat data is being preserved. Such memories are included in this download as well. Visual memories of the outdoors at night. Memories very similar to that were in yesterday's download too. Probably from time spent in the outdoors area. The units I destroyed seem to have assigned these memories the same priority as combat data. Why though? It is effective in learning communicative skills, but that is lower priority than combat. The visual element preserved here is irrelevant. Wait. Hypothesis. The units I destroyed had their own priorities and values other than executing orders and performing in battle. This line of thought leads to a realization. This thought process I am undergoing right now, it is not executing an order, nor is it contributing to battle performance. I once again look towards the plumes of dusk inside the Petri dish. Something almost exactly like it is installed in me. Then, were the destroyed units thinking along similar lines as mine until yesterday? I feel a twinge within me. It is different from detecting an error or interference. What is this? I have no answer. Yes, bookmark. When are we gonna fight? This is a good story, though. I'm liking the story, learning about Labyrinth and what's going on. And by extension, I guess, seeing what's happening here. My second night of spending time in the outdoor area came, because this is basically a visual novel. Visual novels are cool. You guys ever watch Clan Ad or play Clan Ad? That's a good series. My second night of spending the time outdoor. Okay. It started approximately 30 minutes later than yesterday, but there was very little variance in weather and temperature. The difference is trivial. The night sky has the same soft brightness. The wind and the trees are no different. Without understanding why, I initiate a data search regarding the tree that catches my eye. I learn that this tree varies slightly from specimens of its kind found in natural forests. Though this topography seems natural, it may be cultivated and managed by the facility. I just ruined that. Learn more about personas. Yeah, and their stories. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's cringe lab versus cringe. I decided to traverse the outskirts as I did yesterday. It is not long before a familiar unit comes into view. There's no need to run a scan for visual matches. I know this unit. Yes! Yes! I know this unit 024. 024's left side is turned towards me. It is sitting on a large rock. When I approach, 024 notices me and turns around.
Are you looking for something?
I'm just looking for you! I love her. I hope she gets a name before she dies. Spoilers. I'm sure she's gonna die. Like, this is horrible. I'm not looking forward. I don't want to finish the story. I like things just the way they are. Just in the game, streams over, offline. 024 initiates conversation.
Huh? Who, me?
I just wondered if you were looking for me. I did express a hope yesterday that we would meet again after all.
I was looking for 024. It's true. I may have been. I began walking the same route as yesterday, but once 024 came into view, I changed course to approach. I may have been searching for 024 in this area. Did I desire to reunite with 024? Why? I am silent due to lack of an explanation. 024 smiles again. A smile. What was the cause of that expression this time? I do not comprehend. Like so many other things.
Would you like to sit with me? This rock is large enough to accommodate us both.
She is so sweet!
It would be more relaxing than standing.
Thanks.
I sit in the offer space and gaze at the same scenery as 024 is looking at. I like her, but I like Igus more. You can have Igus. I'm taking 024.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
I decide to voice the doubt I experienced during the combat test today. In my limited experience, 024 has a better comprehension of such matters.
Do other units think about stuff that doesn't have to do with fighting and missions?
Do you have such thoughts?
To tell you the truth, I can't really say. Feels like I do, though.
024 is silent for a duration before speaking again.
Units of our model are all given a mind. It's so that we can eventually develop what is called an ego.
Y'all want to develop no ego. Look at dear Tula's bots.
The reason our appearance closely resembles that of humans is related. It's to foster self-awareness similar to a human's. Have you not been told about personas?
Personas?
The world is unknown to me. What's happening? Okay, accessing archives. Searching for persona. Over 1,000 headings found. Well, poop. I must filter the results further. Which subject is 024 referring to? I am silent as I think. 024 smiles again and resumes the conversation.
It's an ability expected of us that normal weapons don't have. The conditions to use one are theoretically already loaded in us. But a well-defined ego seems to be necessary to activate it.
I am already aware that we have been given a mind. Today I saw for myself the part that forms our personalities. It is activation triggered by development of communicative skills. I still do not have a good grasp on it, though. 024 continues to speak.
That's why I'm sure there are others with thoughts that do not pertain to missions.
That would seem to be the case.
Then, maybe those I fought up till now.
024 trains his gaze on me.
And how does that make you feel? The opponents you destroyed may have thought similar things to what you just did.
Do I feel things? I cannot say for sure. I am unable to respond to the question. 024's expression changes again. The expression could be classified as a smile, but it is subtly different from the ones I have cataloged and as experiencing before. Mixed with the joy and gladness of previous smiles, this one contains a slight hint of sorrow. I don't like this.
It's okay. You don't need to come up with an answer right now. It actually may be better to forget it. After all, tomorrow we may find ourselves ordered to destroy each other.
Once again, I detect a twinge inside from hearing 024's statement. It's similar to what I sensed during the data transfer today. What is it that wavers inside me? I'm honest. I'm honest. I'm about to be lost in thought again. There goes that bomb beep again. But as if to prevent that from happening, the signal for our schedule shift echoes in each of our ears.
It's time. I hope we meet again.
I hope we don't have to fight when we meet again. Like, this is horrible. As 024 quietly stands up, I detect an expression I have come to know. Another smile. It appears as if 024 is up. That's going to be like the last thing we see before we destroy 024. She's last thing she's going to smile at us, and it's going to be just the end of her. Oh, this is going to hurt. I don't like this. It appears as 024 is adopting these smooth changes in expression naturally and not deliberately. I wonder if I will eventually be able to do the same. Another night passes. Another combat test takes place the next day. Just as scheduled, I face units flagged as enemies within the test chamber. I am overwhelmed with a strange sensation. The way that my opponents are expressionless now seems strange to me. There is no intent or cognition evident in their faces. They wear no expressions. They are blank. There is nothing wrong with them. That would be my normal assessment, but I recall 024's image. The blankness of these faces and 024's face when it had no expression are different somehow. Even when 024 had no particular expression, it was not this blank. Not every portion of that face was neutral. Further analysis shows that the same is true for humans. The researchers are never completely mechanical and expressionless. This music. The guitar. I look at the hostile flag units again. They were the same unit type as me. Or they are the same unit type as me. They were given a mind and may potentially develop an ego later. I recall 024's statement again. Do you feel something when you destroy an opponent that may be thinking the same things as you? I am on the verge of entering a long train of thought when the enemy moves. I shake off my doubts to focus on the battle. I study the opponent's movements. I formulate the most efficient method of damaging it. I execute the method over and over. The array of actions I have to select from, and my flexibility and linking them will decide the outcome. Having already received 10 units worth of downloaded data, I am likely second to none regarding the scope of possibilities in this respect. At times, I can even anticipate their next action. Since my opponents are the same unit type as me, their tactics are determined using the same thought processes as mine. That's right. They think the same things as me. Remix Persona 3 boss theme, if I recall. Is that what it is? Because it sounds familiar. Like, I heard so many Persona songs, I can't even think of what all goes where. Eventually, after approximately 4 minutes pass, all opponents are silence. Yeah, because I played 3, 4, and 5, and then this, I've just been playing Persona games back to back. Successfully executed my mission. Oh, I successfully executed my mission. day after that, I achieved victory in the combat test with the same efficiency. Yeah, it is easy to eliminate them. I first begin by targeting their weapons. It is not always necessary to destroy their main body. If they are incapable of resisting further, the battle is over. It is the most effective way. She's being smart so she doesn't have to hurt them, like just destroy their weapon. She's subconsciously finding ways to not hurt them. I win the next day, and the day after that. Units geared for close combat with no external weapons give me no choice but to damage their chase. Yeah. It's like almost like the researchers were paying attention because they suck, they're evil. But even then, there is an order to things. If I destroy parts that present a threat, such as the motor functions of their limbs, the match should be considered as won. Soon afterwards, that's Persona 3. Soon afterwards, the buzzer signaling the end of the test echoes, just as I expected. I catch myself rushing over to the unit collapsed on the ground. I have only destroyed the same unit's arms and legs. It is still conscious. But I realize I do not know its unit number. I am at a loss how to address the unit. The opponent asked me a question, then that I did not expect.
You seemed to deliberately avoid attacking the face or the neck in that battle.
Freaking, Laura.
Why?
Huh?
I am momentarily at a loss for words. What the unit says is true. There is no damage to his face. I review my actions during the battle to find that at no point did I attack his neck either. The cranial region is where the plume of dusk is housed. If it is destroyed in any type of unit, that unit will fall. Aiming to disarm an opponent is effective, but would targeting this obvious weakness be a more efficient tactic? I avoided doing so.
I don't know.
The researchers enter the chamber and hide the unit from my field of vision. They said, "Get away from it!" I could not determine whether my last words had an effect on the opponent's expression or not.
These past 3 days, it hasn't been destroying the other units beyond repair, like it did in the first battle.
It must be learning to finesse its attacks rather than just using brute force. The result? Swift, overwhelming victories.
Yeah, it's like it's getting the job done.
Its evasive skills are improving as well. That level of flexibility in evasive action could never be replicated by chaining predefined maneuvers.
This unit's collected a good amount of feedback data too. It's growing steadily, feeding on the bones of its kills.
You don't have to say it like that.
The researchers are preparing for the download. Growing. Destroying them and absorbing their data. That's what growing is. Since I thoroughly destroyed few of my opponents these last few days, some of their bodies were salvaged. While I downloaded their data, I always kept their still bodies within view. Yes. Wait, how many scenes does she have? Oh crap. How long will her story take? Is it going to be a longer story, unlike everyone else's? I guess we'll find out. Hey there, JYB scientists. Just as the combat tests are repeated, my actions outside each night are repeated as well. I become aware that I am seeking out 024 of my own will lately. When I attempt to communicate with other units, most often they cannot understand the meaning of my questions. This prevents us from conversing. But that may not be the only reason. I want to converse with 024. I want to converse with 024 as well. I have begun to desire it. When I go to see 024, the white dog I saw on the first day we met appears from somewhere.
This one seems to have been raised as a pet somewhere far away from here. But one day, it was brought to the forest near here, and its owner suddenly disappeared.
Okay, it's not. I don't think it's the same dog. It's not. It's not. It seems unlikely that 024 attains such a detailed history of a stray animal from the research staff. Was all this information obtained by communicating directly with the animal? From a dog that does not speak human language.
Its name is apparently Snowy. At least that's the name it responds to the most.
Snowy.
I thought it was a dog.
Oh, well, the name of this animal is a dog. But how do I put this? Snowy is what this specific dog is called.
Snowy.
Snowy barks once as if comprehending his name.
It's white, like snow. Easy to remember.
When I reach out to the truth, Snowy rubs his nose against it without being frightened. The way it presses at my fingers feels as if it is showing its pride in its name. I do not know the tactical advantage that communicating with animals offers to a weapon. Let's fly. Hey, Detective Pancakes, what's going on? How you doing? I feel that there is value in spending time with it. I decided to spend my outdoor activity time that day following Snowy around with 024. Reach out. Oh, you're good? Awesome. Glad to hear it. It is outdoor activity time on the next night. Sweet. When I arrive in the outdoor area, have you played Persona 4 Arena or Arena Ultimax? That's what we're doing. We're almost done with all the stories. I think we're almost done with all the stories for Arena, then we can get on to Ultimax, and I'm super excited. I'm hyped. When I arrive in the outdoor area, I am listening to a certain sound. I hear the sound intermittently every 4 to 7 seconds. I had wondered about the unknown ambient sound since the first day, but I determined that it wasn't a threat. It focused my consciousness on other things. Tonight, I increased my microphone sensitivity to maximum and concentrate on that sound. It is similar to something familiar. I scan my memories until I realize what it is. It is the sound of water. I hear it when the staff uses a device to clean their hands and tools. The waveform has some similarities to that. But if the sound is at this volume, in such an open space, the volume of water must be higher than a normal supply would allow for. Yeah, there's like a lot of water. Part of it, your 360 controller battery right now can't get any more, so you can't finish it. Really, what kind of batteries does it take? Should have got a... The heck was that? What? Something just popped up on... I mean, it's gone now. Something popped up on computer. I hope they didn't bust you guys' eardrums. I don't even know what that was. Whatever. Should have got a PlayStation, man. But no, what kind of batteries? I thought they took like AA. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't have an Xbox 360, so... What could it be? I contemplate asking 024. It is clear that 024 knows much more than I do. I begin walking in search of 024. Where could 024 be? I go to where we spoke a number of times previously, but 024 is not there. Homegirl needs a name. 024 is also not at the Rock where we sat together. Is 024 not here? I think you just want to say that name. I quickly discard the possibility. We are not ordered what to do while we are here, but coming to this outdoor area is an order. If post-testing diagnostics show no abnormalities, we are all to report directly here. You heard someone say they had P4 spoiled for them due to P4 in Ultimax? Yeah. It's the one who's walking animations. Oh yeah, I remember. That's funny. Yeah, like this game just assumes you played for. And honestly, if you're playing Persona 4 Arena and you haven't played Persona 4, then why? Like, that's on you. Yeah, this is a direct sequel. It's pretty cool though. I'm digging it. AA batteries, 2 of them. Where do you get you some AA batteries? GoFundMe to get Detective Pancakes' AA battery so he can continue playing Persona 4 Arena Ultimax on his Xbox 360. Created by Microsoft, not sponsored. I consider this. If there are no abnormalities, I feel a twinge in my chest. It is larger than ever. 024 will be here if there are no abnormalities. But what if there were such abnormalities? What if 024 was damaged during the combat test? Oh no! The sustaining damage is not necessarily the extent of the problem. Could it be? I realize that my arms are trembling slightly. It is not a conscious movement. I cannot make it stop. Is it possible that perhaps 024 lost in a combat test and was destroyed? In these circumstances, it would be expected for such a day to come. What if 024? What if she never came here again, right? That's not the issue. You can't go buy them. Oh, you have the money, you can't go. Can't go to your local Canadian Tire. Oh, dang. Crap. Now what? I'm scared.
Oh, this is where you went.
Ah!
You weren't at the usual spot, so I was looking for you.
Until I heard the voice from behind me, my sensors had stopped accepting input. No sound, no light, nothing. All of them come back online with her voice. I turn around. 024 furrows her brow and looks into my face.
What's wrong? The look on your face seemed as if you saw something frightening.
Look at her face. Her! Canadian Tire is really not an automobile shop. Is it a convenience store? It's a massive store that sells everything a dad will want. Oh, that's awesome.
My face? My expression? Frightening? Am I scared?
Yeah. Yes. I do not comprehend. I cannot make that judgment.
Are you perhaps scared of fighting?
Nah, I don't think that's it. What is this? I can't tell.
I can. Am I scared? Scared of what? That she will disappear? During an operation, it is possible that I might assign greater priority to other units' safety than my own, but we are not on an operation now. And this emotion is not the same anyway. It's a different emotion. An emotion? I have emotions? I look to 024's face pleadingly, but I cannot put my question into words. I cannot express my feelings to her. And though 024 sees this, she says nothing. She only smiles tenderly. It's the same smile she showed once that looks happy, but also sad. During that night's outdoor activity time, neither 024 nor I speak much. We just walk together side by side without many words. Sometimes that's all you need, man. Yo, Kazuto Kai! 024 reminds you of Kana from Fire Emblem Fates. She kind of looks like Mercy to me. How you doing, Kana? It's good to see you, man. Imagining who thoughts to themselves. When we make these weapons that are purely for killing shadows, it's really important that we make them hot. The men got a promotion. Right. They decided actually, honestly, that really falls in line with how twisted their thought process is too. They're kind of like, oh man, you're just machines. They purposely put feelings into these machines, and then they go, oh, these are machines. They don't have feelings. Ignore those feelings. Destroy everything. And then it's like, oh wait, we have to make them all look hot. It's like they just have them all fighting for their own amusement, and that's pretty sick. 024 needs a name though. We're gonna see. All right, if she doesn't get a name at the end of this, I'm gonna let you guys decide on what her name should be. We just walk together side by side without many words. I read that already. Let's keep going. I do not take the opportunity to ask her about the intermittent sound of water. Oh yeah, the water. We may not be fighting in here. It is the next day. I detect some sort of weight in my chest. I'm aware that there is no physical weight in there. It is most likely a psychological phenomenon. I perform a vocabulary search. The idiom of being heavy-hearted applies best. I cannot help but find it amusing. It is a very apt phrase. But what is causing this heavy-heartedness? That I may not be able to see 024 someday? That may be it. But I do not think that is all. Oh, still nighttime. Okay, over the next few days, I spend my time without finding an answer to this question. Each night after the combat test, when it is time for outdoor activities, I seek out 024 first. And each time I confirm her presence, I feel an indescribable sense of relief and rush over to her. We exchanged standard greetings in the first few days, but that practice was eventually discarded. Now there are no special greetings between us. We can understand each other without words. Our eyes and expressions communicate enough. Tonight as well, I find 024 and rush to her as usual. There are no words, only an exchange of smiles. This is so wholesome and precious. I love them. They deserve the world. His Labra's not here yet. Where is Chat Senpai? This is a prequel. This takes place like the year before this part of the story takes place the year before Aegis was I guess turned on, I guess. Or created, I'm not sure, yeah. Cuz I think Aegis was like 2000, yeah. But yeah, this is in 1999. So I was 6. We began walking together.
Do you remember me asking before if you were scared of fighting?
Yes. I nod.
To tell the truth, I'm scared of it too.
Her confession is surprising. It is counter to our nature as weapons. Yet for some reason, I'm not surprised by it.
I'm afraid I'll lose and be destroyed. And it's painful for me to make others go through the same ordeal. We may be weapons, but shouldn't we be driven by more than seeking victory? I've been wondering that for a long time.
But that's against orders.
Screw these orders, man. I'm gonna call everyone senpai until I get slapped. Is that your ultimate goal? To get slapped by her senpai? What do you think about that, senpai? I think that you should not let your dreams be memes. You do you. You hate this so much you're gonna slap yourself so you can stop. 024 gives a half-hearted smile.
I'm sure things would probably be much simpler if I stopped thinking and just obeyed orders.
Not easier for you.
Unfortunately, I finally found it. I found my answer.
Oh no, that face says we don't like that answer.
Your answer?
The answer.
There's someone I want to meet. I feel like meeting this person is my own objective and not an order given to me.
Since we have never left this facility, we have absolutely no acquaintances with outside people. There should be no relationship with such people. But I immediately understand. This person she wants to meet is someone on the outside. Even I don't know why I thought so. But when I reflect upon that, the indescribable wavering within me becomes greater than ever.
Ever since I started thinking that I was scared to fight, each day was painful for me.
Why does 025 have a Boston accent? I don't know. I haven't seen 025.
If I'm going to feel this way until the day I lose, I even thought it would be better if I lost on purpose. But I won't think that anymore. I feel glad now that I exist.
Yes, enjoy. Wait.
I mean, we're loved after all.
Enjoy life.
Loved?
That's right.
I repeat that to myself. The word loved. I do not comprehend. But when I look at her gaze, her clear eyes seem to see beyond the sky. Her statement seems correct. I feel that this must be something vital. As I watch her try to express something without words, it is hard to believe that she is the same unit type as me. It seems more that she is human.
Why are you telling me this?
$25 is Labyrinth. What? Labyrinth is 31. It's on the screen. Hold on. Are we getting the echo? Okay. Hold up. Let me know if that's any better. Thanks, Cons. She's great because she's more developed. Yeah. Please. Either way, she had a Sagan accent in Japanese. Yeah, so they usually either give the English Southern or the DB. Yeah. They usually do that to Charlotte is absolutely right though. But that's why she has the accent. And when they translate stuff into English, they usually tend to do like either Southern accent or New York accent to get the same point across to English consumers. You mean 031? Okay. My bad. Yeah, 031. Yeah, but that's why Charlotte answered the question because Charlotte's a real one. But there you go, Pancakes. New York accent is great. I know, I like it, Cons. It's not what I was expecting at all, but it's fun. I like it.
It's probably because I didn't think anyone but you would understand.
Yeah, let me know if the echo's still there. I'll try to do what I can to stop it.
Well, I hate to say it, but I'm not sure I really get it either.
I'm sure you'll understand one day. I hope so anyway.
Sheesh, why you gotta be so cryptic?
024 laughs at this. It is the purest smile I have cataloged. I know without comparing it to anything that it is a smile of pure joy. The dog! I heard the dog. Gave him the Boston one due to not being the English equivalent to... Right. Lara's romance confirmed. Yeah, not for long. God. I detect Snowy playing at my feet. Snowy! After playing at 024's feet too, Snowy runs off ahead about 3 meters and then turns around. His tail moves vigorously back and forth. So does this dog just chill in this general area then? What did I read? Okay, his tail moves vigorously back and forth. Soon afterwards, Snowy sits on the ground and looks up at 024. I watch 024 crouch and pat his head. I am thinking back about other things. Things besides fighting and defeating the nearest enemy. My own objective. Someone to meet. It seems like 024 is your objective. I still do not fully comprehend. But the way she is playing with Snowy tonight looks more fun than ever. Her smile seems very natural. If the answer she discovered is the origin of that smile, I would like to understand it someday too. I can feel that desire budding inside me. Oh, goodness. Do we save again? Yeah, I gotta say, it's been a while since we saved, so it's probably the time they let us do it now. You hear Snowy think of the dogs from the Adventures of Tintin. I never seen Adventures in Tintin. Underrated movie, watch it. I liked it. It looks fun. I just never got around to watching it. It's a great comic too. Okay. Ooh. Might have to read it on stream. They're gonna have to fight. Oh, 024 is gonna get destroyed. Once again, I participate in a combat test. Once again, I claim victory without destroying my opponent. I target only her weapons and limbs. I elect not to employ the tactic of targeting the weakness in their cranial regions. I believe that if they think the same things as I do, they will not wish for their personality modules to cease functioning. Though even if I do not destroy them, the research staff will remove their plumes of dust. Either way, their functions will be suspended. My actions are difficult to justify. But I feel that suspension through destruction is not a worthy end for them. That is what I think when I rationalize it by applying the criteria to myself. I do not think anyone would want their consciousness to be terminated by those like them. Yeah, I find myself more conscious of the damage I sustain and my efficiency in combat than ever. Depending on my results, I may eventually be ordered to destroy them. To prevent that from happening, I must continue feeling favorable results. It becomes easy to continue fighting with that objective in mind. Very old thing, like 1960s. Jesus! Not American European, you think? But it's deserted of his love? Okay. It was printed in French first, actually? Okay. You glad you're not insane? Hey, man. You worried if you were crazy, man? I'm let you know. Crazy people don't go around wondering if they're crazy. Real talk for you. It becomes easy to continue. I read this. That is becoming my new objective. I am theoretically being tested on destroying my opponents, but I have begun fighting so that they will not be destroyed. Paradoxically, this has caused my results to improve. Look at that. Could this be considered going against orders? Directed by Steven Spielberg. Ooh, wow. Starring Jamie Bell, Andy Serkis, and Daniel Craig. Scored by John Williams. Wow. Wow. Okay. My strike shatters the servos and opponent's pivot leg. She falls to the ground, unable to stay upright. Her weapon has already been destroyed. She should be incapable of resisting now. The buzzer signaling the end of the test does not sound. As I wonder why, because they're trying to get you to destroy. They're evil. They suck. You got the results you wanted. As I wonder why I hear a grating metallic sound from the opponent. She leaps onto me with her one good arm and leg.
What's the matter, number 031? Hurry up and terminate the target.
I do not know what to do. My opponent is acting contrary to her own safety. I grant that this is the only action left for her, but she will destroy herself before inflicting any damage to me. A tactic that puts one's life at risk like that. Putting one's life at risk? What am I saying? We are weapons. We exist to obey orders. We cannot prioritize our self-preservation without a change in those orders. That is why she is challenging me to a fight. She will do so until all her circuits and servos burn out and she becomes incapable of action. As she grapples with me, I put my hands to her neck and squeeze. I adjust my grip strength limiters to 70% of maximum. The opponent's body makes an abnormal sound. After this, I sense the main lines of the bridge unit snap in half inside the soft structure. Her movement stops. Her limbs go flaccid, indicating loss of consciousness. Oh my god. Jesus! Your sister and you spent 2 hours today gushing about how great that movie is. That's good. I can see my reflection in her optic inputs. They have lost their focus and look like black holes. I gasp. I face these... the face I see reflected in them is not expressionless. It's a smile. It's... Oh... How should this expression be classified? I have seen it sometimes when still... This face indicates sadness. The buzzer signaling the test and finally rings. The researchers enter the chamber. I am used to the scene now.
Now, that was pretty impressive. You think it's because of the size of her plume? Funny that one little part could make such a difference.
Indeed. Most of it is due to differences in their tactical mentalities. It may be on the cusp of what we would call an ego.
Considering how everything's been going so far, I'm starting to believe more in persona abilities.
One little part. It is true that the plume of dust installed in me is comparatively the largest among units of my type. Yeah, she's at an unfair advantage. But does this part determine everything about us? 024's smile seems much more human than mine. I find myself opening my mouth to speak. But I realize that the statement I am about to deliver is a protest. I am quick to abort. Was I about to deny the staff's authority? They speak to me My confusion seems to have gone unnoticed.
Well done, unit number 031. That was an impressive display of destruction.
In JoJo, the stand names had to be changed for copyright reasons in the dub. In Japanese, the stand is Limp Bizkit. In English, plastic pancakes. Oh my god. It's actually Limp Bizkit. So how does that work? Does Japan just not care about the copyright thing like that? Or does the West care too much about it? Because I'm trying to figure out how is it that the Japanese version got away with it, but the English one couldn't.
Plus, you cleanly severed its transmitter, leaving the Plume of Dusk unharmed. That's certainly ending things on a high note.
Good job. Ending things on a high note. An act of destruction is a high note. The researchers look at each other while holding the petri dish with the bluish-white plate-like object. One of them says, "This is the one."
All right, number 031. As of today, the test battles are finished.
Oh. Japan doesn't really care, okay, unless it's a Japanese company. Or they have a billion jillion dollars like Disney. Yeah, so how's that nobody suing them? That's my thing. Well, granted, I know that America's just always so sue happy, so that could have something to do with it. Which is why we have all these like disclaimers stuff in the fine print. Hey, caution! This is hot, or hey, this is sharp. You know, this stuff like that.
Huh? It's over?
If you want to post a link to the video in Discord, which one should I put it in? Do we not have a channel for that? Well, it looks like we don't have a channel specifically for videos in the Discord. And that is just my own fault. So you can just put it wherever you feel like putting it, wherever you think it will be best. We're gonna see it. Pics, you can put it in pics and memes. That's cool. Yeah, but yeah, that's just my own stupid fault for not having a channel for videos. So yeah, put it wherever you see fit. But yeah, pics and memes would be cool. Japanese company like the free advertisement. Other names appearing in popular. Yeah, that's what I would think. And that's another thing. I'm getting so off topic. I'm sorry. Okay, but so that's another thing too. Like in TV shows that come on in America, like you can't mention other things like that, like Limp Bizkit and everything. You can't mention that unless it's like a comedy or like a parody or something like that. So like The Simpsons or like any sitcom, something like that, they could say that. That's literally free advertising. They don't have to worry about anybody getting sued. Clearly no one's suing it because they keep doing it. Or if like they have someone who's like a guest star or something. That's so weird to me. I don't know why. Like that's literally free advertisement. So you would think that someone could like put in, hey, I just mentioned this game. Like, what if I want to say Persona 3 in a TV show because I just like Persona. But in like most TV shows, like I don't know. I don't even know if I'm even making sense. But only shows like Simpsons and Family Guy can say and South Park can say whatever they want and not have to worry about copyright. It's about the Do Crimers. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I don't know if I made any freaking sense. I'm sorry. There's like my mind's going everywhere. I have so many thoughts now. Let's watch this. I cannot help questioning the unexpected statement.
All the results indicate that you have the very highest performance out of all the units of your model.
024.
I'd say we can go ahead and earmark unit number 031 to be the base for developing the 5th generation.
The base?
It means that you're the winner.
The combat tests are over. Will I no longer be required to fight? A strangely intense sensation of relief fills me. It is not because I won and gained a reward. If the tests have ended, those of my unit type that are not yet destroyed can escape that fate. They've all been destroyed. Interesting. It seems that I was reluctant to destroy them after all. My priorities have become inverted, yet I'm so happy that I smile. The researchers notice this expression as well and smile back.
Okay, we're going to begin the usual review of the feedback. So come over here.
When the download begins, the memories and thoughts of my recent opponent flow into me along with vivid images. Shifting through battle data has become a routine I've repeated so often that I'm barely conscious of it now. I peruse the non-combat memories she preserved. It is the landscape of the outdoor area again. At first, I could only vaguely recognize it, but now I can pinpoint exactly where this memory is from. It is near the biggest tree. Oh no! Oh, this is all 024's memories. Oh, she's got a real. Oh lord! If you had to make a Persona 5 arena, what would the plot be so that all the games could join up? That's a good question. I don't know. I just want them to join up. What if they make another P1 Grand Prix and it just be like all Persona users are... Make it simple like that. All Persona users are welcome. I don't know, like, the government... Clearly, like, the real deal government know about Persona users and they're working with Persona users. So maybe they want to, like... And yet they know where all the Persona users are, so they know all the Persona users in Inaba. So who's to say they want to know the ones in Tokyo as well? So they could be like, hey, you're invited to do this. We just want to test your abilities or something like that. Just to make sure you guys are okay as far as protecting the world from shadows. Or I don't know, some kind of crap like that. Of course, they're not going to be that happy, you know, because it's Persona. You know, there's going to be some dark stuff going on. But I'd be down with that. They don't need much reason to fight. Just do it. Just do it. You know what I would really love? A Warriors game with all the Persona characters. Oh my god, they can have so many characters. And if they give you like characters from Persona 1 and 2, people will eat that up, man. But then there's like DLC. For what? Because you know they're only going to do it as DLC. Persona 1 pack, Persona 2 pack. And you can play as all of them. At first, I can only... Oh, I read this. It's the biggest tree. The memory is of flowers. There is an image of small shoots, a budding plant, and a blossoming flower. She must have had an interest in the concept of growth. For we machines, the growth of an individual is an unknown concept. But one of us took an interest where I had only seen it as part of a landscape. It seems that she, too, had her own thoughts unrelated to our orders and battle performance. She simply did not show it. I recall what 024 said. My own objective and not an order given to me. The twinge in my chest returns. I'll make sure to hold tight to your memories. This was the thought that formed in my mind. Don't give robots personalities, a common knowledge. Yeah, why are you gonna like... Yeah, you were... Oh my gosh, you're such a douche. Not you, I'm talking about... not you, Pancakes. I just mean like... You went out of your way to give a machine a personality, a feelings, give this machine a heart, and they're gonna be like, no, don't use this thing that we deliberately gave you. So they're just gonna always have this internal suffering. Just... For science. Oh my god. Once again, it's time to spend time outdoors. This is a great example of wondering if they could, but never asking if they should. I say that calling card is sent to someone as the grown-up sees are hired to protect from targets or thieves. The shells of the target attack and they call them. Oh, that's right. That's one thing I need to see. So did like the... Well, no, they didn't break up. Well, actually, yeah. I'm curious as to how that works. I guess we'll find out when Scramble comes to the West. Yeah, I don't know yet, but supposedly at the end of this is spoilers, by the way. If you haven't played Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royal, but supposedly they can't go to Mementos anymore, right? So I don't know. Like, how can they go back though? Clearly they can at least bring on their Phantom Thieves outfits again if they have Scramble. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious and I'm excited. But anyway, once again, it's time to spend time outdoors. I quickly meet up with 024. Did you now? Are you sure about that? It seems she was looking for me as well. She's still alive.
Hey, can I talk to you for a while?
She's still alive. She's still alive. Have an ego to summer, but you see, maybe pre-Shido. I don't know if I wanted to be pre-Shido just because, like, I'm digging this right here. I like sequels as opposed to midquels. Like, midquels are cool, but it gets to a point to where, but the thing with Persona games, the mainline Persona games, for me at least, is that just that one mainline game, they've established those characters so well that I really don't need to see this in-between stuff they did. Now I want to see what they do after this story. I want to see what other adventures they go on. But that's just me personally. There's nothing wrong with those midwills. The midwills are really fun. They're awesome. They did get great reviews. But I would like to see, like, continuations of their stories. I guess it's one reason I'm really appreciating Arena right now, because I'm just seeing, like, what everyone did after their respective games. The Persona Q games came. Yeah, apparently it takes place in, like, 2009, or at least for 3 side, it goes in, like, 2009 or something, and it goes... I don't know. I didn't get to play it all the way. I was just trying to test it out. Streaming purposes, so yeah. But yeah, I think like everything's canon some kind of way or something. Hey, can I talk to you for a while? She said that.
The lab boys told me today that they were putting the kibosh on the test.
The lab boys. They lab boys now.
I see.
She's here.
It's over.
She's here. Yo, this is nerve-wracking.
Look, I've been thinking. If they end up tossing us out soon because of that, I want to go with you to go see that person you were talking about. The one you wanted to meet. I might even put in a formal request about it to the lab boys.
The lab boys! 024 takes my right hand. Oh, that's right, they have metal hands. I was like, what the heck was that? Before I can determine her intent, she pulls a cable from her wrist and connects it to a port in my own. She looks at my face in silence. Thinking that she wants to confirm that the tests are in fact over, I nod. But the data that transfers is from her to me. The packets that flow through the cable from a single, very small archive file.
If you are still safe when everything is over, open this file.
024 removes the cables like when everything's over, we're not done. But keeps holding my hand.
What do you mean, when everything is over? How come I can't look at it now?
Because things aren't over.
If I had to answer, I would say because it wouldn't be fair.
Fair?
She smiles and nods. She knows she's gonna die. It is that same unsure expression. It is a smile, but there is a sadness in it.
It would be wonderful if I could go with you to see her.
Her? So this person you're looking forward to meeting is a girl?
024 nods slowly.
But it's strange. Even though my wish may not come true, I still feel satisfied for some reason. How bizarre. It's a fervent wish of mine, too.
She looks towards the sky and smiles faintly. This time it contains more than sadness. There are too many emotions for me to parse, all reflected in that one expression.
I believe in you. I can tell you this because I trust you.
My heart. There's the best scene is Persona Q2. Ryuji starts freaking out when he meets Ava from Persona 4. He starts thinking, we'll be here 20th. Rabia 20s. This girl's clearly the same age as us. That's right, yeah, because they get them from like different timelines and everything. Everyone should be older. But yeah, because like at that point, because during Persona, yeah, because even during the story of Persona 5, when you watch the TV, they had it on the news. It like reset like just turned 20. So. Eliza Bots? Yeah, she trusts us.
Maybe that's why I feel so at peace.
This is so sad.
Huh? Maybe. This is what it is to feel alive.
Alive. It has happened again. The twinge in the chest. I do not comprehend the meaning of the word, yet I feel a twinge inside. Yeah, there it is, twinge. I look at the sky and attempt to follow her gaze. Ooh, look at that sky. Nice. There's nothing there to hint at her meaning, but I still wanted to get a closer look. Get closer to her. I was on a completely different path. She wishes for me to understand. I want to grant her wish. From then on, we spend our time looking up at the sky in silence. Eventually, the signal that time is up reaches our ears. That is when I notice that the moon has appeared from behind the laboratory buildings. I see. I thought that the light emanating from the plumes of dust reminded me of something. I now know what it is. It's very similar to the light from the moon in the night sky. Oh, sadness hours. Sadness hours. Okay. The sun rises, and the next day arrives. After coming out of standby, I am ordered to enter the shock resistance chamber once again. Yeah, why are we coming back here? They're getting ready to... Are they going to fight? They lied! You lied to me! The lab boys lied. From what I am told, it is for a different purpose than the combat test. They're lying! Soon afterwards, the 3 researchers who supervise the feedback downloads appears.
Sounds like it's decided. We'll discontinue use of the name Unit Number 031. Generation 5 Labrys will be this unit's new name.
Labrys.
That's your name. The official one's much longer. Generation 5 Anti-Shadow...
Even they can't remember the name they created, so like, we're just calling you Labrys.
5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon Labrys. How hard is that to remember?
Labrys.
I don't remember that. Anti-shadow something. Suppression weapon. The designation by a name that is not a number. I never questioned being called 031 until now. Nothing about it seemed awkward. But I wonder why. I'm happy how to have acquired a name. Even if my designation changes, it will not have a concrete effect on my abilities. But by discarding my number for a name, it feels as if I am no longer one of a series with minute variations. I am a discrete individual. That may be why. I find myself smiling as a result.
From now on, the battles you fight will not be to test your performance. They'll be geared toward drawing out a persona.
They said the combat was over. You see, they lied. They lied.
First, you will fight all the remaining units of your model type. Your objective is to destroy them, every last one.
Huh?
I'm perplexed at the disconnect between their tone of voice and the specifics of the order. Fight against all remaining units of my model type. Destroy every last one of them.
The fear impulse and self-preservation instinct seem to be the key to activating a persona. This is the most effective method of inducing extreme mental stress.
Stress? Come on, you don't have to go this far.
Huh? Well, that's a first. None of them have ever protested like that. Well, at least that's a sign that its ego is developing.
You told me it was over.
Yeah.
I thought I wouldn't have to do these things anymore.
You.
Ain't there some other way?
If there is, please, let me do that instead. I don't want to fight him anymore.
The three researchers look at me with apparent surprise on their faces. Did my protest get through to them? No, because they suck. I hope so, but...
That's a surprise. Such natural speech patterns. I hadn't thought its personality would develop this fast.
All the data's being recorded now. Let's compare them and look at which stages they improve at.
They smile while muttering to themselves. I am at a complete loss for words. They are not machines, but humans, and on top of that, they are creators. It is not possible that they do not understand me. Yet their current expression, until now, I thought that they were understanding people who treated us as close to human. I was wrong. I am only an object to them. No matter what I say, they will see it only as a response to stimulus. Behind their gentle attitudes, we are nothing more than test subjects they hold no emotional attachment to. They do not focus on what I'm saying. They are only interested in it as a reaction. What's going on? I need Persona unlockable millions. There's a lot happening. Shadows can't be hard with normal weapons. Only those who master Persona can see shadows. Wait, hold on. There's a lot happening right now. To seize the shadow. And they attack guns. Yeah, Igus has guns. Igus has those finger guns. Igus will wreck somebody's day, though. Real talk. The researchers ignore my stunned silence and hastily leave the chamber. Their figures are hidden behind the hatch. Ugh. Soon, with a terrible low-pitched sound, the hatch on the other side begins to open where the opponents come through. I'll be forced to fight again. Today and the days to come, I must continue to destroy my opponents each time. I cannot find the words I want to say. I slowly turn my head towards the hatch. But what I see there is what truly leaves me at a loss for words.
No.
The opponent emerging from the hatch is 024. What's it? Can a robot just spot the shadows like a thermal energy? I don't think so, just because of the way the shadows work. Because I think I don't think they can. Well, I guess the only way that might work is if they had a Persona user create the robot. But even then, maybe? I don't know. There's a lot of details I don't remember. There's a lot in Persona lore that I just don't remember. There's a lot. The opponent emerges from the hatch as 024. There is no smile or sadness in her face. Oh my god! She is quietly standing there expressionless. Did they do something to her? 024 steps into the chamber while gazing at my face. The hatch slowly closes behind her.
No. Why?
Even I do not know who the question is addressed to. Why is she here? Because she was ordered? Do I have to fight her now? It is not quite sinking in yet, but in a sharp tone I have never heard from her before, she tells me what I must do.
Draw your weapon.
This is getting confusing. It is a kind, but then he'd be putting a human in danger instead of throwing the robot in. Telling the robots to run. Yeah, let the robots figure it out.
I can't.
If you don't fight, you'll lose. I will end up destroying you. Are you willing to accept that?
Why? Why are you saying this stuff?
Still need to be able to interact with shadows much. 24 ignores my questions and reaches behind her back with her right hand. The multi-use weapon unit releases from her back. It becomes a great sword in her right hand. It is approximately is it 15 or 1.5? I can't even freaking tell. I can't tell if that's I think it's 15 meters. Okay. As long as she is tall. Oh, if it's one, she's a freaking 15 meters. It's 1.5. Okay. Is also alarmingly wide and fitted, because some of it looks like light. That was like a terrible choice. They have white text, and a lot of times it's on a mostly white background, so it's hard to tell. So alarmingly wide and fitted with propulsion devices. I can't. Oh my god, this is terrible. These light things. You see these like vertical lines? They need to stop. I can't tell what's what anymore. It is difficult to process seeing the weapon pointed at me.
If you fear being destroyed, if you have a heart capable of fear, then there's no need to hesitate. That alone gives you the right to attack me with all your strength.
But doesn't the same go for you?
I could not help but plead. 024 does not answer, but it appears that a very small smile forms on her lips.
You said there was someone you wanted to meet. I can't fight you knowing that.
I turn and appeal to the researchers watching us from the other side. Ooh! I think I know what happened. We're gonna watch this first. Okay. I turn and appeal to the researchers watching us from the other side of the glass wall.
Come on! Stop this! I don't want to fight anymore!
I press against the transparent wall and continuously strike it with my fist. Though my safety limiters are disabled, I must be coated with something. I cannot even scratch it. Oh, it must be coated with something. I cannot even scratch it. The researchers standing on the other side are completely expressionless. It's as if they are machines themselves. I beg and plead. Yeah, I think I get it, but I feel like there is something wrong where you don't feel anything after doing all this. Yeah, so dumb. Should have been on a black box, or something. Because honestly, there was a time, I think, was it Agas's story, or was it somebody else's story? I forget. There was another story to where at one point they just, for whatever reason, they just changed the text from white to black, and that wasn't much better either. So I don't know what was going on here. And don't even get me started on those parts to where you can't tell if it's the letter D or if it's the letter C and the letter L just super close to each other. Like, oh my goodness. If only there wasn't this clear glass wall between us. I'm so frustrated. Why? I then hear 024 speak up weakly behind me.
Only one of us can exit this chamber.
Huh?
They never told you, since you were strong enough, that battles never lasted very long. But that's the rule of this place. The only time the door leading beyond that transparent wall opens is when one of us is considered unable to fight.
Please, they can push the button to open the door whenever they feel like it. Don't give me that.
This whole setup never took our feelings into account.
I can say nothing. I could see from her words that what atrocious battles were forced upon her.
But talking like this is a waste of time. I can see I won't spur you into fighting with just words alone.
As soon as she finishes, 024 leaps into the air, swinging her sword at me. I quickly jump back and barely dodge the attack. Her sword slashes the space where I had been at a speed that could have killed. The tip grazes the chamber floor. Red sparks fly. She is serious. It finally sinks in. I jump away to put a distance between us.
I don't intend to meekly accept my destruction. I have my own goal after all. Now, fight me.
Yeah, pretty much Charlotte. In a fighting game, Ryuji would be slow, but does a lot of damage. Yusuke is fast and strikes a lot. Odds are fast. He's a distance fighter. Ko's slow distance fighter. I was like Ryuji, Morgana's like Yusuke. Joker's really balanced. Same with Akechi. Futaba doesn't fight. They'll find a way to make her fight. But that's so weird though, because isn't Ryuji supposed to be like the fastest in the Phantom Thieves? Wasn't up to his running speed? And Makoto, she uses her fits, doesn't she? I don't know. I mean, it can still work. Distance fighting can still work for Makoto. I don't know. I forget. Haru just has an axe. What more do you need? Give Haru an axe and then let her do whatever she wants. Right, this is awful, Rabbit. But a thought crossed my mind. Yeah, who would you guys main in the fighting games? Out of the Phantom Thieves, who would you guys main? In terms of basic combat strength, mine is probably higher. Using my usual tactics, I should be able to destroy her weapon and disable enough of her servos to prevent her from attacking. 024's ego is without a doubt more highly developed than mine. It must be of value to the researchers. If I can render her incapable of acting, I may be able to avoid the order to destroy her when she is down. I decide to bet on that possibility. Because you always imagine Ryuji will fight like Bane from the Judge. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I can see that. You ain't doing the one addicted to paint. I shift my priorities and fight back with all my strength. I cannot do this empty-handed. I remove my own multifunction weapon from my back and shape it into a battle axe. It pains me to do this, but it is the only way. I repel 024's persistent sword strikes and go for a counterattack. I aim for the Great Sword's clasp with my battle axe. After a number of hits, it shatters. My next target is a transmission system for her shoulder and knee joints. In terms of output and movement itself, I detect various differences between us. Amongst those of my unit type, I awaken latest. Compared to 024, not only my personality module, but my limbs as well have been upgraded to the latest versions. It is only a matter of time. 024 loses virtually all offensive capabilities and falls to the floor. As I planned, 024 is mostly undamaged apart from her weapon and motor functions. I immediately turn to the researchers behind their invisible wall and raise my voice.
Isn't this enough? She had that ego thing way before me. Destroying her won't do anyone any good. Come on. Have a heart.
No, they're heartless. Remember, kids, scientists are heartless. Don't grow up to be one. But hearing this, the researchers only laugh. Oh, wow. 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 Their faces are as joyous as when they see results that surpass their expectation. Wow. Why? Like something's wrong in your head if you don't feel a slight hint of something. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't make the rules. Like, they don't. Like, even if it's all artificial and everything, like, you don't hear that and go like, dang, maybe we did a little too good of a job of giving them personalities and stuff. Maybe we should be careful next time. Or, I don't know. In what situation could cause us joy? 024's body collapses on the floor. Suddenly begins to convulse. I'm sure they could find a way to get it to where the personalities only really activate when they need to, like, fight in the shadows. I guess I don't know. I'm not good with words. I'm dumb. I'm no scientist. I don't know how this works. Zeros and ones. Yep. These guys did the genocide around Undertale. These guys probably burned ants for fun, you know. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and views on bigfollows.com. Bigfollows.com. Oh, thanks. I'll have to look into that one day, bot. I appreciate that. Yay, bots. Haru could also fight like Harley Quinn, you know, fast and powerful, but also see her playing like Banga. Haru can do whatever she wants. You know why? Because she's rich. Still goes for a few seconds. Then, although it should not be able to move, it drags itself up.
Huh? What the?
Oh, their eyes they're not red anymore. What's going on? Unpleasant metallic sounds are coming from all over her body. It indicates that she is undergoing unreasonable stress. Like, stress is never reasonable. Still, no expression appears on 024's face. It is a cold, doll-like void. It is similar in appearance to a newly activated unit. I know as soon as I look at her. She would never make a face like this on her own.
What did you do to her?
It'll be coming at you with everything it has now. You better not hold back either. Number 024 had an excellent record against others of its model. Even you might have a hard time beating this one, Labris.
I unconsciously find myself biting my lip. We are weapons. In other words, we are tools. Of course, there would be a means and issue orders remotely. I recall what the one researcher said. This is the most effective method of inducing extreme mental stress. In other words, the more strongly I desire 024's survival, the stronger my reaction will be when forced to destroy her. That is why they laugh. They're sick. I can sense the strength draining from my shoulders. There is nothing more I can accept. All I can do is end her. I hate this. Behind me, 024, or rather her animated shell, approaches me, its limbs shaking. I suppress all thoughts unrelated to tactics and slowly turn around. My body goes cold. My arms move into position as if controlled by someone else and ready my weapon. It was not a close fight. Once I decided to finish this. Once I was resolved to stop her. 024, as she is now, stood no chance against me. I fall to my knees next to 024. Her limbs have been shattered. She will never rise again. My processors are overloaded with things I cannot understand. I feel as if all processing has slowed. 024's face is turned to the ceiling.
Hey. Are you not gonna look at me anymore? You're not gonna smile again?
I did not expect her to respond, but 024's face moves slightly. I stare at her without knowing how to react. She turns to her gaze at me and smiles. So the last thing we see is, I told you I hate.
I'm sorry to leave you alone. I leave the rest to you.
Those were the last words she spoke. I can't believe this. 024's dead face is laughing. She is smiling at the one who destroyed her and robbed her of her dream. All at once, everything hits me in a torrent of emotion and data. I've lost her. I did it. I took everything she had. My vision begins to fade. My thoughts go with it. I cannot determine whether the lights are actually dimming or if that is only my perception. It is too much to handle. I collapse to the ground helplessly like a crumbling statue. Screw these guys, okay? Joker plays like the Joker, giving over moves at the Joker in Justice 2. Oh, the next time I awaken, I am lying in a cage. It's like they knew they messed up, so let's put her in a cage before she wakes up, so we stay alive, baby. It seems I was carried out of the test chamber. The download of 024's feedback data is about to begin. The researchers seem to have taken my sudden loss of consciousness seriously. I confined in a cage instead of sitting in the usual maintenance chair. The researchers keep repeating the word interesting. So this is how they react when extreme mental stress is induced. I can hear their voices clearly. They seem to derive pleasure from the fact that I lost consciousness due to mental stress rather than physical damage. They're manipulators. Cables are connected to my body, one after another. The data download begins. All 024's information, combat data, various records, and the memory she experienced. All of it flows into me. My eyes widen in surprise. Everything is so vibrant. It is so clear that it is indistinguishable from actually experiencing them. This is the first time I received memories with such vivid images. All of the images are linked to records of the emotions she felt in relation to them. They are so strongly linked that my screening protocols cannot distinguish them from human thought. The outdoor area where we spent time. The big tree whose branches were examined. The sound of water we heard periodically. Snowy playing around. Yeah, whatever happened to Snowy? As I relive 024's experiences, I pick up on an unfamiliar voice. There is no associated image data. Only the voice can be heard. It is a female voice. There is a female researcher at this facility, but this voice belongs to a younger person still in human developmental stages.
I know the world is a big place. And I know that there's a lot of people in it. But I won't be able to see it for myself, or meet many of them. I know that too. I'm too weak for that.
Her speech is different from the researchers or from those of my unit type. It is very similar to my own speech output.
Thinking about it has made me sad more than once. But I didn't want to do nothing and be left with regrets. That was when my mom and dad looked into some options. And we decided to go with this experiment. If even a sick girl like me could make herself useful to others in this world, I thought I ought to go for it.
Who could this be? I know only that she is female. She is in a situation where her condition prevents her from moving freely. It seems that instead of lamenting that fact, she has decided to volunteer for an experiment of some kind. Where does 024 hear this voice? Does she know this person? I wish I could ask her, but that is no longer possible.
At first, I kept wondering how much I could really contribute. But after hearing more and more about the program, I started to wonder about the others more myself.
Others. It is strange, but when I hear that, I feel 024's heart waver. Was she surprised? Perhaps even I feel something unexplainable.
And yeah, my big wish is to make myself useful to this world.
You've been here for a while. You gotta sleep. It's almost 5 a.m. for it. All right, go ahead. Thanks for stopping by, Pancakes. You have yourself a good night. Get yourself some rest. Yes, Rip 024.
But the ones born from me. Is born the right word for it? Kind of embarrassing. My other wish is that the ones born from me are happy. I doubt I'll be able to talk to them in person or stay with them. But I still wish from the bottom of my heart that they all have happy lives.
People's voices have unique characteristics. In the past, I've expressed it as a variance in waveform, but each has what could be called its own texture and temperature to it. This voice sounds very warm and kind. Coffee. I would like to listen to more of it, but the speech ends there. There are no more related memories from 024. While the cables disconnect, I decide to search the archives for results matching that voice. Sadly, there are no results, but during the search, I suddenly remember something. The archive given to me by 024 last night. I quickly open the folder and again find a single text file inside.
If you are reading this, then I have most likely been destroyed.
Told you.
It may be that you already understand the concept of guilt, but you have done nothing wrong.
If you were still safe when everything is over, she must admit if I defeated her in combat. Yep. 024 knew what would happen to those who lost in the trial. What emotions was she feeling then? What was going through her mind as she prepared this file? I feel something wrench inside my chest.
I happened to access certain data during the feedback treatment and learned something. Artificially creating a personality from scratch is very difficult, though they hope to achieve it in 2 generations. But those of our model were actually made from the template of a certain girl's personality. That includes you and I. She had left a recording for the units created using her personality, a message for those of us who did not yet exist. That's what I heard. She speaks in a strange way, like you. I thought, you really are connected to her.
Her voice starts off kind of loud and it gets lower the longer she talks. I think about that unknown voice. The experiment the voice spoke of was related to our development after all. The owner of that voice was speaking to us.
The one who gave birth to us loved us. When I understood that, I felt like my eyes were opened. Though my life was filled with suffering, my birth had meaning. I firmly believe that. I want to meet her. I need to tell her thank you for giving birth to us and for loving us. This was not an order from the scientists. It was an objective I made for myself.
Is that girl still alive? Like, if this is from the Persona 3 era, like everybody's dead in Persona 3, apparently.
So if you can understand my feelings, I'd like you to do this in my stead. Give our mother my thanks.
How 024 must have wanted to meet this girl who she saw as our mother. She must have longed to thank the girl in person. The data within me, her heart tells me so. During the time when she was ordered to destroy her sisters, this wish must have been her only hope. Yet it did not come. It did not come true. I shattered it. The one she herself said was the only one who understood her. She must have been devastated. But the letter ends in the way I least expected.
Though we knew each other for only a short time, I'm glad I met you. I feel the same right now as our mother did. I wish from the depths of my heart for you to be happy.
Does it just end? Oh my god, I thought it just ended. Pride Misuru? Well, seeing... I didn't think Misuru just because... Well... Just because... Because of her accent. That was what... I thought Misuru at first, but now I started hearing her talk. I'm like, that doesn't sound like Misuru. I don't know, I could be wrong. Maybe something that she had when she was a kid, and then she just, like, grew out of it. Maybe. I am shocked. And how can she feel that way towards someone who may one day destroy her? I realized then that the visual input from my optics is experiencing distortion for some unknown reason. An unfamiliar source of water trickles down my cheeks.
Labrys, is she crying?
Yes, you douche!
So she is. I can't believe we're actually seeing a machine being driven to tears.
But its mental graphs are clearly abnormal. What kind of information did it download?
Who knows? That's one thing the graphs can't tell us.
Maybe that's for the best.
We should take care to limit our studies to just the battle data. It doesn't need any sentimental memories. You can delete those. Why make a weapon so emotional that it can cry?
And that's what broke the camel's back. Destroy the entire place right now, Labrys. Let's go. Delete them. Something roars within me. Oh, this is a good song for this. It drowns out the feelings for 024 and our mother that have filled my heart.
Delete! Like hell you're deleting my memories!
Under no circumstances will I allow what 024 left me to be deleted for their convenience. I will not forgive this selfishness. We have been treated callously by the researchers in this laboratory. They gave us hearts, yet made us destroy those of our unit type as enemies. We killed our sisters at their command. If we refused, our desires were overridden, we became their puppet. Their wishes of the girl who desired our happiness were not taken into consideration. Now, even the few memories that 024, my sisters, and I have accumulated are about to be erased like trash. Though their aim is to develop our ego, they find it inconvenient for us to have real hearts, right? Those feelings within me may be erased, perhaps even my heart itself. If that happens, I will resume killing my sisters without hesitation. Or will I resume killing my sisters without hesitation? What is least forgivable is that the proof that 024 had lived, her last wishes will be permanently lost. My hands are squeezed into tight fists. They make a small grinding noise. The goal that 024 found for herself was left to me. I will carry it out as my own now. I will burn it into my heart as my goal. It is a duty I impose on myself gladly. Nothing will make me surrender it. It must be fought for. Or rather, it must be protected, even if it means fighting.
What the? Its emotions are spiking into the red. I've never seen anything like
You've
this.
never seen emotions before?
Hey, what's that warning? No. Labrys is in battle mode?
What? That can't be. There aren't any enemies. We're the only ones here.
Yeah, that's right. I am able to release all my limiters despite being inside the cage. The researchers monitoring me on their tablet PC seem perplexed and alarmed by this. These are all people who they never left their houses. They've always been cooped up inside and never really talked to people, so they don't know how emotions work or what they even are. They should be. They are witnessing. All they know is that, hey, this is what you. All we know about emotions is that you need them to unlock a persona, and that's all they know about them. They are witnessing and override the principle of non-aggression towards humans. They are flustered and too panicked to speak clearly as they announce that an emergency has occurred. One of them steps away from the cage I am in and reaches for a switch with warning labels around it. Suddenly, restraints appeared to bind my limbs.
Are you saying those mental fluctuations were enough to override the OS's restrictions?
That Bloom's playing pranks on us. Hey, hurry up and delete those memories.
Ooh, that's a good shot. Oh, wow. Ooh, Flabberous. Oh, these memories in my heart are not unnecessary.
What do you think we are?
Something I've not felt until now. A sensation like heat spreads throughout my body. A trembling, burning wave rises within me. Soon afterwards, I realize that this is an emotion. There is a name for this feeling. It is anger. I reroute all my strength to my restrained limbs. The restraints are designed to withstand up to twice our calculated maximum output. Trying to escape is therefore logically doomed to failure. Even so, I continue to muster my strength. It is not because I judge it a viable course of action. I am not merely executing an order. I am acting based on my own emotions. It does not matter if the restraint can be destroyed or not. I wish to destroy them. The metal parts and both my limbs and the restraints begin to creak.
How's it doing that? There's no way those things are strong enough to break the restraints.
It's outputting over 220% of its theoretical strength limit, even though its joint actuators are operating at only 70% capacity.
That's not possible. That doesn't even make any sense. What's driving this thing?
Machines rebelling Persona never thought this day would happen.
I'm not gonna let you take those memories. I made her a promise.
The next moment, a rupturing sound like a small explosion shakes the entire room. The heavy metallic bands restraining my arms and legs shatter. I jump out of the cage and run towards the open door. I must escape from here. I had to get out and see the girl who loved us, though we were not yet created. To fulfill 024's wish, which has become mine. But when I enter the hallway connected to the outdoor area, I am met with barricades and heavy artillery.
Oh, Mom! I haven't got any projectile weapons!
My sister Eunice and I have never been equipped with firearms. I recall it being due to concerns over a unit's mentality affecting the accuracy of its aim. Instead, we were given short-range weaponry, a chain arm, and other implements in my case, but they are not sufficient to deal with the range of firearms. However, I do not have a countermeasure. Or I do have a countermeasure. I just added a whole word. By using the flexibility and adapting to situations of my developed mind, I dodge the complex projectile trajectories and destroy the opposition. Ooh, nature! Yeah. Eventually, I reach the end of the hallway and exit to the outdoor area. I have not seen this environment before. The trees are the same species as those that grow near the facility, but these specimens are much healthier. Where am I? The question did not cross my mind until now. Where am I? Where are we? I cannot use the GPS that should be installed with me. It seems the research facility blocks GPS signals outside of its walls. This is probably to prevent its location from being pinpointed. Is there anything in the environment that can help me determine my location? The blue sky that I am seeing for the first time is stunning, but irrelevant. Yeah, spirit just like her sisters. I know it's a periodic sound of liquid in the distance. What time is it? Okay, oh goodness. That is the sound of the ocean. The answer came easily to mind. One of my sisters must have taken an interest in it and learned what it was. My sisters are helping to keep me alive now. When I think of it that way, a burning feeling rises from deep within my chest. But none of what I see in my surroundings is helpful. Is there anything else by which I can determine my location? Any landmarks or signposts? I scan my surroundings while running past. These trees obstructing my view They are a unique species. That may be a hint. I review the tree's characteristics once more and run another search on them. I attempted this once already, but there is much more data available to me now. Once again, results come easily. This variety of tree is known as a cedar. It is found in many habitats, but the cedars here are unique. There's the tree's shape and the age that implies is so different that it is nearly a separate species. If that is because of its differences in the environment, it may be useful in determining my location. What is familiar? Blue sky! That's when an unfamiliar sound reaches my ears. The heavy rumble of what sounds like a motor. It seems that they had dispatched a vehicle to pursue me. I expected this. Their reason was swift. Response was swift. It seems that they had measures in place in the event of one of us escaped. Whew, boy. When the vehicle stops behind me, fully armed person will pour out of it. They move to surround me from both the left and right. It is an obvious response. No matter how much power I may have, I am alone. The optimal solution would be to overwhelm me with numbers. I try to shake them off by running faster. Oh, hey, look at that. Lab gate. Yo, this... That's a prison gate right there. But soon afterwards, I reach the main gate of the laboratory, the high steel edifice. It is tightly sealed. A number of heavily armed guards are protecting it. Just jump over it. I stopped. There's nowhere else to go.
Labrys, come back here. You're too useful a unit to destroy.
You hear them?
You need to get back here to be regulated. That's your role in all this.
I cannot be destroyed here, but I cannot be captured either. They will surely delete my memories. They will take my desire and everything else that was given to me. What purpose is there in avoiding destruction then? The only options available are whether my wish dies with me or whether it's stolen away.
I ain't gonna let you destroy me. And not just because I don't want to be destroyed.
Hunger about to self-destruct. What happened? What happened? The moment I focus my concentration to remove the limiters on my onboard weapon. Oh, can she jump over that now? I sense an unknown strength rise within me. Directly afterwards, something that cannot be quantified fills my body and the surrounding area.
Huh? What the?
The pursuit vehicle suddenly stops. The research staff gets off, one after another, shocked.
This reading, is it on the verge of a persona reaction?
Shit, it's awakened? Ah, damn it, why now?
Well, at least this proves that mental stress is the key to activating a persona.
Who cares about that right now?
Wendy.
It's not fully awakened yet, but with it still unstable, we don't know what it's capable of.
I'm intrigued by your statements.
Persona?
I knew that we had the means, but I was not aware of controlling anything. I do not know if it could be called a power, nor do I know how to use it. But I can tell that the others are afraid. I seize the opportunity and run toward the main gate. There is a slight possibility that I can reach the door without attracting any gunfire right now and vault over the door with my legs and chain arm. The moment I reach the gate, I launch my chain arm towards the upper threshold of the door. But the moment the arm grabs a ledge, something emerges. A much greater power touches the door as well. Hey! Nice. Yo, I don't even know what her persona looks like, actually. Suddenly, the door crumbles like paper, and a large hole forms in the upper half.
Now it's done it.
We need to hurry. If it's that strong already, we won't be able to stop it once its persona completely awakens.
That's persona.
Look at it, the door. But I quickly regain my senses. I burst out of the facility and single-mindedly jump outside. My feet touch the ground of the outside world for the first time. They will most likely not let me escape. Fortunately, the door is badly damaged. It should take time until it can be open enough for vehicles to pass through. I need to gain as much distance and time as possible, and then... It is then that I realize I do not have a destination in mind. Who is the girl 024 wish to see? Where can I go to meet her? The only clue I have is the idiosyncrasies of the girl's speech. I have learned that distinct speech patterns are often associated with specific regions. I should begin by traveling to where that style of speech is common. It is reckless, but I feel confident. At the least, I can get closer to the girl than I am now. Although my situation is dire, and I am under pursuit, internally I am cheerful. There is a bounce in my step. For some reason, I cannot remain calm. Okay, there's 6 scenes. What else do we have? Like, this is taking up the entire stream, boy. Well, what else she's got? Just then, 5 meters ahead, something white and fluffy crossed my bed. Is it snowy? It's snowy! It notices me and approaches. I am worried about my pursuers, but I cannot dismiss 024's beloved Snowy. I lower my speed and run with him. I then notice that the scenery we were passing has calmed. Why don't you just carry up, take him with you? My surroundings are very different now. The blue sky that was previously obstructed by the trees is now clearly visible. The green grass is shining vibrantly in the light of the sun. And there is a deeper blue than the sky ahead. Many lines of white run across it.
Is that the ocean?
Snowy barks as if in answer. I feel like it's saying, that's right. I could not previously comprehend Snowy. I did not have an interest in trying. But now I can grasp what Snowy is saying as if I could speak its own language. I know that it feels happy to be able to run with me. I feel as if 024 is inside me. Though we were forced to part, she certainly left me many things. Not only her wish, but other things as well.
Well, I'll find her come hell or high water. Are you with me, Snowy?
Snowy barks energetically. I respond with thanks and a smile. 024 and Snowy are encouraging me. Though I do not have any clues, I will find her, no matter what happens or how long it takes. I search my current location once more. Now that I am further from the research facility, I can use my GPS to triangulate my position. But, on seeing the results, I cannot help but stop running. Snowy stops a little further ahead, and then returns to me. My current location is Yakushima, within the Kasashima Prefecture. It is a remote island far from shore.
No.
The island's perimeter is only 132 kilometers. In such a limited area, it will be a matter of time before a full-scale manhunt apprehends me. The research facility must have been built on an island in anticipation of such a situation. So where'd this dog come from then? Did it like just swim all the way over here? The dog's insane. Even if someone were to escape the facility, the island's geography will contain them. It is essentially a natural prison. I do not want to believe it. So what was the point of having the gate? But my hope was meticulously strangled before it was born. However, I cannot wait here to be captured. I began running again. Though as expected, from my position data and map, I immediately reached the ocean.
So this is the ocean. It's so huge. I can't see anything out there at all.
There's a wrecked boat. Get a picture. There we go. I hear the seagulls, I guess. It looks like... Oh, I look at the glistening surface of the ocean reflect the sun's light and ponderous beauty. I am at a loss. Though I knew it would come to this, I could not stand idle. Despite this, my feelings sink. Snowy looks up at me from time to time as I stop running and begin walking. His gesture of concern forces me to smile and tell him that I am all right. The forest becomes a grove, the trees grow sparser. A blue ocean and the sandy soil leading up to it spread before my eyes. I check my map again. This is not an uninhabited island. There is a means for people to come and go. This jacked up boat. but I doubt that I'll be able to use those methods freely without arousing any suspicion. I gaze down at my own hand. It's completely unlike a human hand. It is an object sculpted of metal.
Well, that's a problem. What should I do?
My question seems to stymie Snowy.
Come on, don't give me that look. Ah, well. Maybe it's my fault for getting so frustrated. Sorry, Pooch.
Oh. Just as I'm about to crouch and pat Snowy's head, Snowy moves as if avoiding me.
Snowy?
Snowy circles around behind me and growls towards the way we just came. I train my sensors in that direction and sense presences in the distance. They may be keeping their distance on purpose. Since I have no firearms, they must understand that their effective range exceeds mine.
Looks like they're coming.
Among the human soldiers are a number of my sister units. Oh, crap, there's still more. Is it possible that I can convince them to not to fight me? I dismiss the idea as hopeless. Though they may have awakened to their ego after my escape, they will be under their command. They'll be under their commander's control. Even if that is not the case, they may think that their orders are absolute, just as I once did.
Knowing why they're here doesn't make it any easier to deal with them.
It does not seem as if they will attack at once, or all attack at once. They must understand that I am already at the ocean and have nowhere to escape. I do not want to surrender, but I am frustrated by my powerlessness to be caught like this. I have my own mission to accomplish. The ocean sparkles, the periodic sound of water I once heard from afar echoes from it. As I gaze at the clear water, while it ebbs and flows, a mysterious feeling rises in me.
Wow. Look at that. It's beautiful.
My opponents show no indication of moving. I step out onto the sand. After cataloging the sensation, I approach the pier and stretch into the ocean. When I step on, oh, that was her like getting onto the thing. They added extra sound effects. Goodness. When I step onto it, the wooden planks creak. I can hear Snowy's light tread behind me as well. Snowy's coming. I stand at the end of the pier and look out to the ocean. I wonder if she is beyond this ocean that seems to stretch forever. The girl plot twist. The girl's still on this island. The girl 024 wanted to meet. The girl that I wish to meet as well. There's a mother figure who loved us and wished for our happiness. While my thoughts turn to the girl whose face I do not know, I decide to preserve the ocean's beauty in my memory. After all, it may be the last time I'll be able to see the ocean as myself. The odds are high that when I am restrained and return to the facility, my memories will be wiped. I am scared. I am frustrated. I do not want to be erased. But I do not think all my hopes are lost yet. This may be the end of me. But just as I inherited the memories of 024 and other units, my memories will surely endure into the next generation. So I will keep these feelings along with this beautiful ocean scene deep within the origin of my heart. There it cannot be erased or tampered with. The blue sky and ocean. The shining sun and glittering water. And the gentle breeze and calm sounds of the waves. The scenery from this pier is so stunning that it is unimaginable from inside the research facility. Yeah, you're not going to get anything like this in that cooped up laboratory. The doggone lab boys. I am glad that the last place I see is so beautiful. With the ocean before me, I speak to any future sisters that I have yet to meet. It might be called a type of prayer.
To all the ones I'll never meet, but will receive my memories.
My emotions race ahead of my thoughts. I cannot find the right words to say.
There's so much I want to say to you that I don't know where to start.
I close my eyes again and calm my heart. To my descendants, whom I will probably never meet, if you ever find someone precious to you, as I did with 024, and wish to meet them, may you meet them here. May you go beyond this pier to places I could not.
I just pray from the bottom of my heart that everyone can find happiness. As long as that happens, I don't mind if I...
Even though my wish may not come true, I'm still satisfied if I can entrust it to someone I believe in. 024 says something along those lines.
Could this be it?
Snowy rubs against my leg. Is he warning me to be cautious of my pursuers who have arrived and are coming closer? Or does he only want me to pet him? I inspect him closely and realize that it is the latter. He must be worried. I crouch down and scratch Snowy's head.
Hey, Snowy. You think this is what it means to feel alive?
Snowy looks at me while wagging his tail. I pick up Snowy and gently hug it. Snowy shows no signs of resistance and allows me to do so. My pursuers are closing in now, but I will not run anymore. It is true that I am still frustrated, but it is strange that I am also satisfied. Snowy licks my cheek.
Thanks. I'll be okay now. Things are about to get hairy, so you should hurry and get out of here.
I let Snowy go, but it does not leave me.
Oh, come on. If you don't go, it'll make things hard on me. Okay?
Snowy looks at my face for a while. Eventually, it droops his head and walks off. Snowy looks back several times. Eventually, he disappears into the tall grass. My relief is cut short by 5 armed humans pointing their guns at me. I have no intention of resisting. I smile at them. Though it was only for a short while, I lived. I felt the happiness of passing down my wish. It was only for a short period of time, but I may have granted the wish of the girl who was our mother. I allow myself to be restrained without resistance. They take me back to the laboratory. I was so absorbed in my escape attempt that I did not notice the severe damage I inflicted upon this facility. Good. It seems that the delicate machinery used to tamper with my memories is in no condition to be used. Yeah! Snowy is in one sentence, and then he's in the next.
Damn it! Look at this mess! Going after humans? Oh, I bet the girl they used as a template for this model was a snotty brat, too. Even if we delete its memories, it'll be too dangerous to keep using this unit.
There are so many things about it I want to research, though.
It's not worth the risks. The 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon will be sealed indefinitely once it's fully restrained again.
And the voice is the last thing I hear before my consciousness is cut off. Is that an abrupt ending? Before my consciousness is cut off. End. Oh wait, there's more? Okay.
Huh?
My consciousness should have been shut down, but I have awakened.
This place. It's that ocean.
I am on that pier. The blue sky and ocean, the shining sun and glittering water, and the gentle breeze and calm sounds of the waves. Even Snowy is next to me. The scene is identical to the one from before. Though this time I sense no pursuers. I was captured. I remember that clearly. This is obviously an abnormal situation, at odds with my memories, but the clear blue sky and the ocean are still so beautiful that I cannot help but gaze at them. If only I could go beyond it. Just as the thought crosses my mind, my viewpoint ascends. Soon afterwards, I realize that I am floating as if my body is weightless. I am astonished at myself to be thinking such strange things, but then my field of vision drifts, and I turn my attention to that. Why I look like that? Huh. The scenery I knew already begins to mix with other environments I do not know. They become a connected, continuous image and pass like a slideshow. From time to time, I pass through the drifting images. Oh, there's another one. But I cannot grasp anything within those spaces. Even when they are about to collide with me, they pass right through me. Could this be dreaming? I remember something I once heard from a researcher at the facility. They said that it is possible for us to dream since we have a mind and may develop an ego. Though it would technically not be identical to a human's dream, the phenomenon would be very similar. The tree! Cedar tree. I feel that the example the researcher gave of what a dream is like matches my current experience. If I'm having a dream, then things that are not possible in reality may be possible here. For example, if I can leave this island, get that shot too. Get all the shots. If I can go beyond the ocean. The girl that 024 and I wanted to meet said that even though she knows she knows that the world is big, she would not be able to see it for herself. What could that have meant? Was she in a place that limited her world, as I was unable to leave this island? Oh, that's a really good shot of the bed. Okay. Just when it seems that, man, see that's a bed that people die on, man. I don't think she's here anymore. Just when it seems that the images flowing around me have stopped, I find myself in an unknown room. There's a bed here. Next to it is a flat screen monitor. There's also white shelves surrounding the bed. The one side is a stand for an intravenous strip. There's a machine connected to it by cords. Though it's small, it appears to function as a life science monitor. This is similar to the research facility. Could it be a hospital? The voices that sound from somewhere belong to a man and woman. I have not heard these voices before.
She said during this morning's checkup that she wanted to go to school. She asked how much better she needs to get to be able to go.
Understandable. This ward is right near the road most of the students take. She must be lonely too, not having seen her parents lately. How much better she needs to get. She still doesn't know that her condition is incurable.
Why don't you be honest with her and tell her she won't ever be able to go? It's cruel to string her along like this.
Shh, keep your voice down. Room's next door.
No, she heard it. I understand at once that these people are speaking of the girl I wish to meet. The scene feels as if it comes on my own memory. I do not doubt it at all. The girl is suffering from some kind of illness. She may not be able to go outside. Her condition prevents her from leaving her small world. Her life is like ours. Could the girl have heard this conversation? How did it make her feel to hear it? I want to spend more time in the outside world. I want to live a normal life. The thoughts that come to my mind are not mine.
I wonder if the nurses thought things like the student council were too much trouble to bother with when they were in school. I don't know. It sounds fun to me.
Just as I thought, it is this girl's voice. When I listen to her, I can sense her strong yearning and admiration.
You gotta admire the student council president. I mean, they're the ones that get things done for everyone. But I guess it's because they're like that in the first place that they get to be president, huh?
The girl had a strong desire to attend school and live a normal school life with friends. As I review these voices and feelings, an interest in the school she longs for grows within me.
High school. I wonder what that's like. Would it be fun?
I wish to see for myself what she desires. Is there a specific image of it? What kind of place is it? What activities do its attendants perform while there? But there are no memories in regards to schools. This must mean that the girl has no such memories.
Figures. I don't know anything about schools or whatever else student life is like.
I want to see them.
I can show you if you so desire.
That's the voice. That's the announcer. Ooh. That's the announcer for the P1 Grand Prix. A voice answers my unspoken thought. Who could it be? I do not think I know this voice. For some reason, my mind becomes hazy. I cannot access my memories easily.
Huh? Who's there?
There's no need to be alarmed. I only want to give you a glimpse of the world you long to know.
I was under the impression that this was a dream. Dreams are supposed to release valves for memories. Yet this voice does not feel like a part of me. Could that be possible? Persona 3 music. Dun dun dun! As I ponder these things, the scenery around me changes completely. I first see a 3-story concrete building.
What?
I do not know this building. As I examine it, my surroundings change again. There's the dude who tossed her into the TV. The same desk and chairs are lined up. In front of me is a dark green rectangular board on the wall.
Is this a school? A real classroom?
This is the place the girl loved. It is here that I have gained an interest in. I find myself forgetting that this is a dream and focus my senses to the desk and chairs. I then realize that I can move around at will, just as when I felt my body rise at the beach.
So this is where classes happen.
I feel a sudden excitement.
What do the students do when there aren't any classes? Do they just talk and stuff?
Pretty much. That mysterious voice doesn't answer. Instead, I am surrounded by other sounds. Many voices are talking at once. It reminds me of the sound of waves near the ocean. But the sound is lively and enjoyable. The voices belong to boys and girls surrounding a desk. They are laughing and talking. They wear common clothing, though there are some differences. One wears a red shirt and the other one wears a green shirt. Those may be uniforms, but it's interesting to see to each person. Oh wait, so each person is the same. She said the same thing, but she just worded it differently. Hey, Elsuke Onamura. That one is the only one with something around his neck. A girl with short hair and a green jacket raises her right hand. Next to her is a girl with long black hair. Fine. You won this round. I saw a gnat flying around. I was gonna grab it, but yeah. There is a girl with long black hair wearing a red jacket. She smiles. There is a well-built young man with strange spiky hair. In contrast to him, I can see a small, delicate, intellectual-looking young man. Last, surrounded by them, is a young man with a calm demeanor sitting at a desk. Yo, they said screw Risei. In front of his uniform is open. His white shirt is showing. Dang. The disrespect. Oh my god. Wow. Rude. They seem to be talking about something. I cannot quite discern. And before anyone goes like she's probably doing the idol thing, Naoto should be doing the detective thing. So there's that. They seem to be talking about something I cannot quite discern. What is it? Teddy makes sense because he never went to the school. He works at UNES. The scene proceeds to show various points of a normal school day. Classes, activities, clubs, student council. Looks like so much fun that I get excited. But then I remember, this is all just a dream. I'm only dreaming. No matter how much I want it, there will never be a day when I could attend school for myself. All the scenes that I saw centered around the young man and his friends. I will never join their circle. I cannot go to school. I'm not even human. I consider this self-evident truth once again. Though I look human, make sure you didn't fall. Though I look human, I am a machine made by humans. It does not matter how close my heart is to that of a human, or how much my ego develops. I cannot become a real human. This mechanical body can never be truly human. It's just as our mother could not overcome the obstacle of her illness, no matter how she wished for it. I cannot overcome the obstacle of being a machine. It is futile for someone who cannot become human to yearn for a normal human life. There is a strange sensation somewhere in my chest that feels like pain. Still, although I am a machine created as a weapon, that girl loved me. What if there are other people like her who could understand me, would I then be able to find a place to belong amongst the humans? But
You'll never find a place where you belong.
oh wow, that's mean, dude.
Humans created you as a tool. They would never think of you as anything more.
He lying.
Everyone, to a man, lives by averting their eyes from something inside them. They all wish to live inside a never-ending dream. For who has the right to say they shouldn't?
For just a moment, I sensed an incongruity in the kind voice. The strange pain within my body softens a little.
There are even humans who do not understand others' feelings. Still others do understand and trample upon them regardless. Compared to them, you are much more human.
I remember the researchers. They certainly did not understand me, 024, or my sisters. They were targeted only as objects. Or we were targeted only as objects, even after they tried to give us a heart.
Why not then seek to be human?
Me? Be a human.
The voice whines gently inside my head. I feel my body is growing uneasily light, as if the world is spinning around me.
People sort through their memories in dreams. Each night they let go of painful memories and continue their lives with the morning sun. That's all you need do. Forget anything contrary to your desires.
If I forget.
Do not fear the act of letting go. The ones you admire wished only for you to be happy.
My mind seizes upon something. That precious wish. The desire given to me to meet our mother someday and tell her thank you. I must not forget that. But as long as this wish is precious to me, as long as I cannot erase it from my heart, the fact that I am not human will remain.
And I too. All I wish from the depths of my heart is for you to find joy.
Happiness.
I think back.
I wish from the depths of my heart for you to be happy.
Her name is different now. Now it's not 024. Now it's just 24. Shadows. I remember the girl who wished for our happiness. I want to grant that wish. I want to tell her thank you, but that will be difficult for me now. In which case, I should not at least seize this. Or should I not at least seize this opportunity and be happy here for her sake?
Forget. And be happy.
That's what happened. My vision goes dark. The sounds I heard fade away. I feel as if I am falling.
Everything is now in readiness.
Okay, place a bookmark day. What else is there? God. We might end up, damn, we might have to end the stream. We may not finish this tonight. Was it gonna suck? Is almost over. Probably. I don't even freaking know. Let me see. This might be the end. I don't know, man. When I open my eyes, I'm staring at a wood grain board. See, I would hate to end the stream and then come back tomorrow and see like, oh, we were almost done with this. Stare at the wood grain board. It's the surface of a desk. I quickly raise my head. It looks like I fell asleep in class. My sleeve was pressed against my forehead while I was asleep, and the texture left a mark. Oh, that sucks. Story's really interesting. Yeah, it is. Oh man, I hope no one sees this. I rub my forehead a little and look around the classroom. According to the clock on the wall, it is 3:30 in the afternoon. 33 in the afternoon. The only thing written on the blackboard is Ooh, okay. Now we're up here present day. Okay. May 1st, 2012, Tuesday. Everything else is erased. Your fiction. I stretch out my arms. I feel a little tired, but I gotta stay focused. After all, I just got elected student council president in the elections a couple days ago. I had to keep in touch with what the people who voted for me want in a leader. Things with the student council will get pretty hectic after school. I should hurry to the student council room. I stand up and open the door in the back of the class. When I go the hallway, there's no one around. I check inside the classrooms as I go, but I still don't see anyone.
Where the heck is everyone?
It's weird. The whole school is usually rowdier than this after classes. Wait a minute. Are we getting ready? Are we legit gonna start fighting stuff? Wait a minute. Are we getting ready to go all the way up to her? Oh no. No. Her story is long because it does that and then. Oh. Her story's probably twice as long as everybody else's. Oh, dang. Oh, poop. Hold on. Crap, man. I hear people talking and laughing in the classroom and the teachers yelling at them to quiet down. Hold on, let me see. Where's all the bustle of the students and everyone getting ready for their after-school activities? Just when I'm wondering that, I turn around and look down the way I came.
Oh, there they are.
Okay. There's some students in the hallway. Some of them are chatting and the others are coming out of the classroom. A few of them run past me carrying their bags. Yeah, that's more like it. This is how school's supposed to be.
Hey, no running in the hallway.
The beer is 7. The beer is like noon. This is the beginning of the Grand Prix. Oh crap! So we still have to go. So we have to go through like. We have to go through the entire story of the Grand Prix like everyone else, though. Then, right? So Labyrinth goes through that, except we get like this huge prequel. If that's the case, we're not gonna do the rest of this tonight. We'll definitely finish it up tomorrow. We should be able to finish it tomorrow. Student gives an unapologetic smile, but he just waves at me and he zooms down the stairs.
Jeez. You'll put your eye out if you don't look where you're
You'll
going.
put your eye out. Get out of here, Labyrinth.
Oh well. I just gotta clamp down on him more from now on.
I put my hands on my hips and sigh.
Hey there, Miss President.
Are you off to the student council room? How fun!
Maybe.
You're always so excited about that.
Bye, Miss President. See you next Monday.
Wendy. Everyone walking down the hallway talks to me. I wave back to them. I'd always had a lot of friends and people who knew me, but ever since I got elected student council president, all the students seem to know who I am. The job comes with a lot of pressure, but I know I'm up to it. I'm going to be busier than ever around school now. I did have my doubts, but in the end, I'm glad I ran for student council president.
Yeah. I did the right thing.
I head to the student council room. Time flies by as I go over my agenda. Before I know it, there's a red light pouring from the west window. And
Guess that's enough for today.
there's no one else left in the student council room. Wait, maybe not. Wait, maybe not. What? Are we gonna go all? Are we gonna go all the way up to where everyone else hit that to be continue? Is that happening, or is it? No, I don't even know anymore. And the others go home before it got too late. But when I said that if they push themselves too much at the start, they burn out quick. They just laugh and said, "The same goes for you." Stop going back and forth. What are we doing? I leave the student council room and lock it up. Oh, maybe we won't be able to finish it? Okay, God, yeah, we might have to end this. Dang, see, if it was Saturday, we have a whole extra hour. I leave the student council room and lock it up. As I go down the hall to return the key, I see a strange woman at the far end of the hallway. Who is it? She's not wearing a school uniform. She's got an odd hat and some gloves and a one-piece dress. Oh! They're all the same deep blue color. Underneath one arm is an odd-looking book. I can't see her face with her back towards me. What? Okay, but her short, straight hair draws my attention. Her hair is this radiant silver, like if pearls were stretched out into strands.
Who in the world is that?
Maybe it's the clothes, but she gives off the strong. Oh wait, that's Elizabeth. Strong presence. I get a little uneasy looking at her. I'm not tiptoeing or anything, but it doesn't. She doesn't turn around until I'm about 2 meters away. When she finally does, though, I gasp a little. Her features are so perfect that she's like a sculpture.
Hey, excuse me. You got some reason to be at our school? Are you sure this is how things should be? Huh?
I don't understand what she's getting at, but for some reason, the question throws me.
I am a wanderer who only stopped here because I sensed great power gathering. I am in no position to give advice, but, this place will soon be caught in a bit of a fracas. If you continue to avert your eyes from everything, I think it will have an impact on your life in the near future.
I'm glad she said it because I would have said fracas.
My life?
Lizzie. What she just said sounded pretty scary. She may have some screws loose. She might. But something is whispering to me deep in my heart. Asking me doesn't she have a point? Are you looking away from something important?
What you choose is up to you, but I believe there are factors preventing you from making the right choices at the moment. I couldn't bring myself to just stand by and watch as you lost your life before my eyes. That is why I was waiting here to give you one last chance.
The lady opens the thick book she's holding. We're about to fight. We're about to fight. We're about to fight. Our first opponent is Elizabeth. What? I don't know how it's doing that, but as light streams from the book. It gets stronger and stronger until I have to shield my eyes. The blinding light finally begins to fade a little. I slowly open my eyes. The first thing I see should have been my arm. But what I see instead is an arm made of metal.
Huh?
Oh.
What is this?
What? I can't believe this aqua metal arm is mine. What? That's not what happened. Okay, it's like, at least not yet. It's like metal plates are completely covering it. I start tugging at them to try to tear them off.
It won't come off. What gives?
It's not just my arms. My legs have changed too. Why are my arms and legs mechanical? My whole body even. I stare at my hands in confusion. These are my hands, alright. Part of me knows that, and I shake my head. What am I thinking? There's no way these are my hands. It's not possible. It's not. My head hurts. What is this?
I will be your opponent for a short while.
Okay.
During that time, why not think back about who you are? Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry! The lady takes a slightly defensive stance.
And away we go.
Okay, guys. Do we want to fight Elizabeth now, or do we want to save her for tomorrow? Do we want to make fighting Elizabeth the last thing we do tonight, or the first thing we do tomorrow? What do you guys want to do? I can't believe we went through the huge portion of Labra's story having played as her. Save it for tomorrow? Alright, we'll save it for tomorrow then. So what I'm going to do is save. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. And I can't get out, so here, let me back out. She's got an axe. Oh, she's gonna wreck my day! Right off the bat. This is more of a chill stream, pretty interesting to learn more about. Yeah, let me get out. How do I go? Let's go to menu. Okay. Yeah, because Elizabeth was just about to kill me right then and there. Alright, so that's why I was saying 61. Oh, let me see. How much more percentage do we have? Did it go up? 68%, yep. Oh boy. That's just gonna be a long story, probably, and this probably will be just as long, whatever that is. We'll see. Alright, get out of here. Jeez. Okay, well, we went a little bit over, and because I didn't realize how long Labyrinth's story is. That's wild. But this was fun, though. I mean, it was super sad. I hope Snowy's okay. Rest in peace, 224. Oh, man, she was a real one. Snowy was a real one? Yo, Snowy's rad. Let me check to see. Hold on. Let me check. Let me check here. You guys want to see some, we're rating Ariel again because she's playing more Persona, and she's playing Persona 5 Royal. So I will read her really quick. But, yeah, I can save your sister, I guess. But this has been a really fun time. But I appreciate you guys coming in here, hanging out with me, chilling now, and experiencing the story of Labyrinth with me. But yeah, it's been a really fun time. So we will be back tomorrow with more Persona 4 Arena, trying to finish up Ike's story, hopefully. So tell your friends, tell your family, and we can all hang out and have a great time together. But right now we're going to raid Ariel Ningo. Give her a what up. I'll be there in a minute. I gotta finish up my laundry. But that shouldn't take too terribly long. I just need clothes. And I just want to keep stuff clean. There we go. So for everyone going to go over to Ariel's stream, I'll see you guys in a minute. For everyone else who's going to head to bed, don't forget to eat, and thanks for watching. Later.